Air. Alright, parser backwards, doesn't want to deal with S stuff. And S Fireball's really good at just like hovering in the air.
Exactly.
It's big, does a lot of chip.
So yeah, a lot of good zoning options right there. And oh, we get the hit in the bird into the drop. Alright, no pressure.
2A pressure. Just trying to check to see what Monarch's doing on defense.
Ooh. Lots of crosses, but that's the follow up right afterwards. Oh yeah, it's time.
Good IDs.
Alright, there's the overdrive confirm, trying to get something off of that. Gets nothing.
Quickly.
Oh, no
Overdrive
overdrive.
back. Yes! And you see it excel afterwards. Oh yeah.
It's time to flow, baby. I love this.
Ooh, just waiting for a reversal. No, you cannot escape the corner.
Nope, stay there. I need you to stay in the corner for me.
Oh, 5D doesn't get the rest of the confirm. And you can see Monarch trying to make sure Kira doesn't
Wait, that 5A was hold on a second. That 5A was saucy. What the fuck?
get. Oh, 5D doesn't
So let's look at this real quick.
get the rest of the confirm.
He hops over. That JC whiffs, which is kind of nuts. But then this JC also whiffs. And the 5A hits the standing. And
Trying to
Kira
make
gets
sure
the
Kira
confirm
doesn't
off
get
of it.
anything else out of this, but they did a clean hit. Have 100 meter. They're probably going to
JC,
force
but still
like,
in for his
DPRC
pressure.
in a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. Nice rapid right there. Keeping up the pressure with the staggers. Blocks the overhead.
So one thing that I think is very cool here with this sequence, right? The 5A, 2A, is that I don't remember exactly if S's instant overhead 5A JC works on Monarch, but you can see him stand blocking in preparation for it, and which I think is a pretty good pretty good for Kira to kind of draw that out early and to like show the option, or rather to make a movement that kind of implies the option without actually having to do it. I'm just a little surprised that he didn't opt to go for like maybe a 2B off of like a delay 2A to catch Monarch kind of stand blocking reactively, because you really can't react to the instant overhead. Like that's a pure guess right there, but Kira opting to stay safe and stay in with his pressure here.
Nice rapid right there. Keeping up the pressure with the staggers.
Goes for the 6A, still blocks it.
Ooh, to be confirmed. Let's go. Oh, stop. The round's not over, but Monarch is going to... Yep.
Alright, yeah. This is just a pressure sequence here, but there's not really much mix to speak of. This is just trapping Kira, essentially, and draining his barrier gate.
They can guard cancel, they can just raw projectile super.
Oh no.
Yeah, one moment. Alright, I am back.
We'll confirm the kill right there.
Gravity well on the screen. Hard further maneuver.
We'll confirm the kill right there.
Awesome. Projectile super.
Oh no. We'll confirm the kill right there.
Gravity well on the screen. Hard further maneuver. That 4D. Is that some back D? Is that some full screen, I can't see overhead back D?
That's wild. What a concept. Oh, nice.
Boy, all right, back into the corner. Monarch still looking strong as ever.
Oh no. Is that set up again?
All right, overdrive guard cancel there. Doesn't get anything off the...
I don't know.
to set up again.
This OD isn't bad, but I think you have enough time to wait slightly to see if Monarch goes into a C normal, which would be fantastic to OD on, right? But at this position, because you've OD'd it, you guard cancel OD'd a little early here, he kind of has the space to just back off and go for 2-2D. And there's not really any response that S has for this, I feel, like, on, like, guard cancel OD. There's not really any angle in which she can, like, dash up 6B. She can't dash up 2C. Dash up DP probably actually whiffs at this range as well. Oh, good morning, V. How's it going? I'm going over some of top 8 of CF at CEO.
Guard
Yeah, there's not really much you
guard
can
cancel
do
there,
at this
doesn't get anything
angle.
off it again. Monarch
He gets
doing
in close
their
at the
best.
very least,
Hey,
but 4D. All right.
Guard
So here's the thing.
overdrive guard cancel there, doesn't get anything off it again.
And this is just a general note for, like, how Lambda works, right? Now, I always say this whenever I explain Lambda. The layer 0 is that Lambda's drives are all mids or overheads, so you can just stand block them, and, like, it's like, who cares? And if she goes for Act Parser, you fuzzy guard low, then high, and then input throw OS. But this is about the range in which it gets really troublesome, because at this range, she can still threaten 4D. She can threaten her Act Parser. She can also just whiff and go into 2-2D if she feels like it. So at this range, you genuinely just have to react to whatever she's doing, and you have to, like, look at her. Because she'll always show, because her 4D animation is very distinctive. So you can always tell what she's doing, and on the Act Parser movement, you'll be able to, like, kind of define it, but... 2-1 for C in the corner, she jumps out. Maybe, but then that 2-2D is going to hit. 2-2D will hit before that 2-1 for C comes out.
Doing their best. Hey, overhead.
So he gets hit by the 4D there.
4D again, no tech. This is free damage.
Oh no, and Monarch is in absolute control. Their gravity well again.
Set up.
Keeping up the pressure. Oh,
yeah, because 2-2D is
swing and a miss.
2-2D is
Doesn't
Lambda's,
get punished
like,
still, but still stuck in the corner. Tries to get out.
Oh, counter.
Stop on that. It's move where she jumps back.
Yes, Monarch has 80 meter and overdrive available.
Sets up the wheel. Yeah, you're dead.
And the flow too as well, so there should be some extra damage.
I think when I was watching this with friends, I was like, he's not dead here, and I was raw lying.
Oh, that was a perfect.
Sometimes it be like that.
Yeah, that was a very clean first game from Monarch.
You all didn't see nothing.
You got to get the short-term memory loss like that, right? Listen, you can't let it get to you.
But the funny thing about this set is that, like, you can tell Kira's absolutely chilling. Absolutely fine with whatever happens. That's one of the things I love about him. He's just very calm. He's just like, all right, cool. I'm just playing some BB with Monarch.
The short-term memory loss like that, right? Listen, you can't let it get to you.
Well,
it's like, man, everyone's watching at home, and I just got smoked.
ID gets caught by
that wasn't me.
That wasn't me.
That was someone else. That wasn't me.
There's multiverse of madness. It was a different person. I did not get smoked. S got smoked, actually.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, Rux.
But yeah. So we're seeing this come up a bit more, where Kira's at full screen, and he wants to set up. And he wants to throw out some projectiles, but Monarch's using 4D in particular to catch him. I didn't realize it, but, you know, S typically loves to use air projectiles in order to kind of hover above, because she can basically get past, like, a couple of more grounded projectiles, like, let's say, Jin Ice Sword, Bullet Flint Shooter, and other like Tsubaki projectile, arguably, and all that, right? And, like, even, like, 5D. But because the 4D tracks in this particular way, Monarch can still use it to actually snipe Kira out for trying to go for it, because it hits at that correct angle. And I don't think Kira necessarily had the response kind of loaded up to deal with that, because at this range, I feel like either he kind of dashes up with a button, because remember, S acceleration is insane, or he kind of just blocks and waits for Monarch to do something.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Or maybe tries to set up like 2 and 4D instead.
Alright, that's some 2B from Kira.
And hope that
overdrive from Monarch. Yes. Exceed Excel once again going to the projectile block string. So now in active flow, we're going to get their burst back a lot sooner, but S is pulling up 2A.
It's back to the 2A pressure. And you can see that Monarch, you know, instinctively standing up just in case for it. But
oh, yeah, absolutely. We're top 8. We take those.
2A confirmed.
Oh, hello. Thank you for the raid.
Yeah, the no tech is usually not a good idea there, because...
so we are watching CEO top 8. I'm just doing some analysis over it and all that jazz. Might play some BB after the fact. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we're just kind of chilling out here. Thanks for coming around, and I appreciate the raid.
Push you close to the corner, but Kira doesn't care. It was a setup to get a clean hit into the knockdown.
Combo.
Overhead block, very nice.
Oh, okay, we got the pressure and the guard crush.
But it didn't get a. It wasn't held, so you don't really get a confirm unless you're really close. And now Monarch. Wait, is
that?
This is a
oh my
confirm.
Is that?
Oh, no. Okay, it was close. Kira's about to get their burst back there at 8 seconds.
Oh,
that
that
was
was a needy counter. Hold on.
All right.
All right, Monarch probably will hold on to the burst this round.
This
They
next
haven't
knockdown
needed
means a
guard
lot.
cancellation comes their way. Overhead gets double overhead gets blocked. 5-8 pressure is very scary from S.
Yo, the 5-8-2-8 pressure is absolutely amazing. Unwrap it into the overhead.
Oh, that's a 2B.
Oh, that
Counter
JP
hit,
was
no
really good.
confirm.
Okay.
Monarch's defense is on point.
Oh
There's a
my
dead angle.
goodness.
Oh, no!
Nice
The
GC
60
there.
gets bit, jumped over,
He
and this should be
can
the round.
kill,
It's not
but
the
he
round.
It's not
dropped
the round.
the
I think we're trying to
super
bait out burst right there.
There's
There's the rising jump C rapid. That's essentially an instant overhead on everybody in the cast because, you know, some characters have that.
She needs it. She needs it.
But yeah, and again,
Because
that attempt at trying to go for the air projectile and getting clipped by the 4D instead. At this spacing, either Kira just has to kind of show the dash up to maybe bait Monarch into doing more 6D and 5D, or just block it to see what's going on. Because again, he's just getting sniped for that little by
not
little.
at all.
And there's the 60, but it whiffs.
Imagine if she didn't have it. What else would she have? Like projectile.
4D's
Has to be
there
normals,
again.
a GP that, you know, goes from the bottom to the top of the screen, a standing overhead that she can confirm super. But it's okay though. It's fine. It's fine.
It's already, oh, nice. Good confirm right there.
That was a much better
gonna get a
projectile
knockdown
there.
here. Probably gonna set up
GC.
them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Activated.
Oh, yeah, there's
key.
2-8-5-8 seconds again. Wow, good.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
He's trying to get a little
Activated.
tricky with it.
Oh, yeah, there's a 2-8.
That's, if I remember correctly, that's 6D. Yeah, that's
5-8.
6D. You go for the J2B in order to frame kill, and he tried to continue pressure, but... And this is just kind of one of those moments where when you play a character and you look at a sequence, you're like, I know what you're doing here. So Monarch matches the 2B right
Wow, good counter hit.
Yes, Monarch knows where to press against that. Bait
Oh,
the
my
DP.
goodness.
You actually have to evacuate the whole premise when you want to bait her DP.
there.
Because
He's back. Nice 16 there to catch the jump.
And then come back like a fire drill.
yes, and then it's like, oh, you're still recovering. I can get a
GC,
punish.
Spike Chaser Oki. And at this point, you're kind of just chilling.
4D tries to overdrive
Showing the
Kira,
OD,
nothing.
but
Monarch
yeah,
looking good this
only able to
round.
continue
They
pressure.
got the overdrive from Kira, but they have to worry about the 100 meters that they have. 4D
Wow,
from full
there it
screen,
is
not ready to
again.
block it. Oh, my
no.
God. Kira
And
just
yeah,
pulling up and punishing the 6D.
It's
Oh,
less
but the
that
drop.
Kira isn't ready to block it necessarily, so much that Kira's attempting to exert
but
himself
they have to worry about
at
the 100
full
meters that they
screen,
have.
and Monarch is immediately backing off and just smashing 4D. Again, this is like the 4th time it's happened.
4D from full screen, not ready to block it. Oh my.
And there it is. You have to show the dash up as S, because your dash acceleration is absolutely insane. And the whiff recovery from Lambda's drives are insanely high. And S has amazing buttons to kind of contest. So if you think they're going to go for an anti-air drive and you just stay grounded, you get to punish like this.
My
No.
God. Kira just
100
pulling up
meter
and
as well, so
punishing
this
the
is
6D.
really
Oh,
good.
but the
Unless you
drop.
drop.
Oh, small chance here. No anti-air again. Punish.
I like the idea, but
Nice.
Throw.
Monarch was just ready
A
to
lot of
dash
people don't know
out.
you can actually jump up and air her, throw her if you get behind her, and it counts as a throw reject miss. You can't tech it, so
Oh.
it's a free punish. It's actually a free punish.
That's actually amazing.
All right, so Monarch looking good on match point here.
Gravity well set up yet again.
Oh,
It's
overdrive.
But yeah, and there it is again, right? Like,
Monarch
just to kind of
looking
point out
good on
something
match
that we
point
saw
here.
earlier in the
Gravity.
set. Any good Jubei players you should look out for? A good Jubei player to look out for that's currently playing still would be Matocat, probably. He streams every now and then. He was on stream for Combo Breaker if you want to look at a recent offline set for him. Let's see. It's Yoshi's another Jubei player. Another fantastic Jubei player to look out for, of course, is Elion. He's probably the best American Jubei player, like North American Jubei player, period. And by probably, I mean he is. So yeah, those are the two people that I would look at. Elion doesn't show up for as many brackets these days, but he recently had a pretty good run at Frosty Faustings 2022. So that would be a good place to look at. He was playing Hibiki for a good amount as well, but that man's Jubei is cracked. And you can also like take a look at a whole bunch of his other runs. He was in like Arc Revo, etc., etc. So I would look at Elion and Mato.
Pretty well set up yet again.
Oh, overdrive.
But yeah, this is the thing here. When you guard cancel OD Lambda, she kind of just gets to 2-2D you. She just says like, okay, and then backs off. And if you don't have a specific like projectile info in response, there's not really much you can do, I feel. I don't really know what S would want to do. I mean, getting the 2-2D out of Monarch is nice and all, but now you have to dash up and kind of try to reassert yourself, and Monarch kind of just gets depressed 5D here. It's not like 214C is going to like hit from that distance. You can IAD, I guess, and then take the guess between 5D and 6D, but it's not really favorable.
And Kira's not gotten anything off those overdrives because Monarch's pressure
don't
is very
really get
safe.
to start off
There's
with
no
that.
gaps in it.
And Monarch showing the 5D a bit more at like the closer range to catch Kira's emerges. There's the 4B.
First time this set that we've seen it.
Ooh.
Correct.
Into the setup again.
We've seen it.
Wait, we blocked you overhead.
That was tricky. That was very cool.
The round before Kira gets that burst
Not
back.
another perfect.
Yeah, this is done.
Wow,
Really good
so
OD right there to seal away the burst. And the home
Exactly.
load.
A lot of people don't actually know that, hey, if I press overdrive and I hit you,
yeah, you can't burst it.
I'd say a lot of people know that. But yeah. So that's kind of it for that set. Let's go on to DGF and Rio. God. Oh, hey, Tux. I'm just chilling, man. It's been I got up earlier than I was expecting because I slept kind of late. I was planning on streaming at this time anyway, so I had to get some tea to kind of energize myself. Yeah, this is going to be DGF versus Rio. Rio is probably the biggest story of the CF tournament at the moment, if only because he's like a very, very good Japanese Relius player that kind of just pulled up that nobody was expecting him pull up, and then he was just playing Lychee. He plays a little bit of Relius later on, but he was just playing Lychee for the majority of the sets you'll see until like top 3, top 4. Spoilers, I guess. Anyway, yeah, and then meanwhile there's DGF. As we all know, or if you were familiar with CF, you would know. Very good Terumi player, probably one of the best out there. Puts out a lot of tech and videos and all that such. Honestly, just was a lot of good work. But yeah, I was at Combo Breaker recently as well. If I remember correctly, either was close to or made top 8. So yeah, just as a thing to note. Anyway, let's get into the set, because this matchup is absolutely doo-doo dog water for Terumi. Lychee's mobility and overall neutral control kind of just gets to shit on Terumi, especially with his lack of defensive options and his momentum-based gameplay. So, it's very, very, very rough for Terumi, to put it bluntly. Alright, let's get into it.
I am not prepared. That's supposed to be DGF. They play the edgiest character in the game, Terumi. This character is Mitch the character, plus like 2 overheads, 3 overheads.
Yeah, I think he gets like a triple overhead, and then he has like the highest meter build in the game as well.
It's not...
Because that's his mechanic. When he uses his D button and hits
not
it
necessarily
with it,
best mix-up. You're looking at Lychee right
here.
here. That's better.
Sets
the staff, right now, pops it.
Goodness.
All right.
Oh yeah, it's time. I love these both top combos.
It is time. Time to...
Alright, so the reason why I say this matchup is dog water is not only the first neutral interaction here, but now, what does Terumi do? What does Terumi do against Lychee? His DP is fantastic and absurdly fast, but Lychee has so many options against it, and he doesn't have the meter for it right now. Overdrive, of course, is on the table, but Lychee's disengage is also insane, so let's see how this kind of plays out. And DGF, like, in a good way, plays around his overdrive extremely well. He's one of the most patient Terumi players I've ever fought, if not the most patient Terumi player I've ever fought. So you can tell based on how much he kind of plays around it, based on his defensive habits and how patient he is. But Lychee is a character that forces a lot of things out of you. So let's see how this
block.
develops.
Oh, yep.
Meaty staff, have to block that, get hit by the low.
Oh my god.
That might be the round if DGF decides to not burst. Rio will probably spend 50 meter here at the end.
But yeah.
Nope. Oh,
right.
Drop the crush trigger.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to
this
full
angle, DGF gets the play.
Oh my god, right back in.
I'm going to Concon my way in. I'm going to puffball my way right back in there.
Well, all right, right now, that was a very solid round from Rio right there. Gonna start to get wow,
6B. But yeah. So this is the problem, right? Like, let's take a look. Whenever the 6B hits, but the 214B connects to anti-air. I don't know what input he was going for here. I think he maybe wanted to jump to staff. I don't know. Actually, no, because that's 6-3-2-1-4. That's half circle back, and that is the Rekka is 2-3-6. So I don't know. But anyways, the staff is now set. What does Terumi do? Right? Like, this is just such an awkward situation. And DGF is kind of forced to at least run in a little bit. But he just kind of has to back up and at least bait the staff's activation. Right?
Really?
Gets it out.
When it just shakes, it's like I need
He's
to
just
come
kind of
back to
chilling.
it. Please.
Right? Like, he has to wait for some sort of opportunity. But again, Lychee's options in neutral control are very good.
And you can see DGF is just like, all right, how am I supposed to get around this staff when my character has some of the, he has fast run speed, but his jumps are very predictable. He doesn't have a good way to change his trajectory.
Yeah.
Whereas Lychee has a million ways to do that.
Oh, speaking of change of direction right
Oh,
there.
hey, DP
kinda
baited. She can only DP when she has the staff on her, so if you're able to block it, she has no more real.
So yeah,
reversals
this is
in the
great for
corner,
Terumi
outside
now.
Dead angle, of course.
Lychee
or
doesn't have
overdrive.
staff on her. Reversal's
Ooh,
not available.
there we
That
go.
was a... All right, I've... Okay. All right. All right. It's always something new. Jesus Christ. I have never seen that. I have never seen that setup. I actually didn't... I did not realize that when I watched this the first time. What the hell? I'm assuming that's a fuzzy setup. What the hell? Wow. Okay. That is new to me. That is sick.
Ooh, and there was that fuzzy.
Woo! A triple overhead, my goodness.
All right.
All right, tag.
You brought Lychee near the
Dead
staff.
angle,
Nice.
no punch.
God damn. I think he had to... I don't know if he
Triple
barrier
overhead, my
there,
goodness.
counter assault there. Let's
All
take
right,
a look.
tag.
No, he regular blocked it.
Oh, nice.
Damn. Damn. That is a tragic frame. Yikes. 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 I think he had to click... He had to either microdash it or click 2C or 3C instead. That sucks. Yikes. Because now this means Rio just gets the backdash and then grabs
That
staff.
angle, don't punish.
Yeah, he got caught trying to backdash right there. 6C is gonna be RC into stuff. Just take him in the corner.
Overdrive confirm.
Or just kill him.
Flow as well,
Or
too.
Are you gonna get the 100?
active
Yeah,
flow.
you
Yeah,
got the 100.
there's no other bones about it.
I just want to hold you, mommy. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
And
Around the DGF, very nice. That was optimal, as they say. I don't know if, you know, getting 100 meter in a combo confirmed that you thought up on the second is optimal or not, but we take those.
I think it was, you know, it was a smart decision. It was planned out.
this is a classic Terumi.
All according to K kind of
4D loop.
Oh,
nice.
There it
Anti-air
is.
staff.
That
All the way
2
back
4
to the corner.
is
So
absurd.
DGF's close to getting their burst back, but they might decide to hold on to it if things don't go their way. Good blocking.
Right. Nice.
Double
Nice.
overhead.
Great block again on the double overhead.
Standing overhead.
Yeah,
Took the
DGF's
step back
defense
to
is
2-8. Now it's time to
fantastic.
chase.
It's just
Gotta
that
be careful though. Can't get tagged by
when
staff.
you're on Terumi,
Yeah,
your
now it's time
neutral
to
is
get
so
zoned out by
limited.
staff. No combo on the hit.
Up, jumped in again. And you can see Rio, he's making sure that anytime he gets to the air, he's able to put out his staff safely.
Yep.
A 2A anti-air, knockdown.
All right, then set up again. Double overhead into another one.
All right, DGF versus the overhead hit. Was probably trying to overdrive through it, but we take those, it's fine.
All right, right now we're just playing. Oh, wow. Oh, he's dead.
Ah, didn't
I
get the
would
last
say.
hit. Overhead blocked. All right, hot back. I didn't know which way that
that's
was.
just an awkward scramble.
Rasenka gets blocked. Oh, you have no meter.
Plus-
You have no burst. What are you supposed to do here? Overhead block.
Plus a
There we go.
6A.
We can block forever though.
Oh,
Just kidding.
God.
Can't block
Yeah.
that overhead. That's another perfect.
Oh, these top eight
And that's the
persons are
thing,
going
right?
kinda-
Like,
I mean, it's 2:30, so people should have been warmed up by now.
and that's the thing, really. It's just, it's tough because there's really not much that Terumi can do, especially
You
in
know, they should have
angles
been
where
awake
Lychee's
for a while.
above
They should have got
him,
breakfast or lunch or whatever.
or
we
if
call it.
Renchon is
They should've
coming
got
out.
casuals. They could have warmed up. I like how Rio's just looking over. Hey, you ready?
So
You good, bro?
You okay?
Bro, you good?
Everything dies your move?
He's like, I'm trying to watch you, bro.
Oh, look at the hand warmer.
He's like, I'm ready. I'm pressing buttons before the game even starts.
Oh, nice. Good block.
2D staff sets. It's
And
gonna
it's
be
really about to take him all
Monarch.
the way to the corner.
Well, if you're really defensive, yes, but you can also barrier to
Caught
help
out
push
here.
her out. But there's a lot of ways you can delay
Alright,
her
there you
pressure,
go.
but gets the 2A mash. Rio just bursts.
Getting the
He doesn't
burst
want
out there
any
is
part of
super
the
good
corner.
for.
He's like,
Yeah.
I'm on the burst. Could I get this next hit? I'm gonna make it hurt.
Oh wow! All right, blocks the load. DGF doing a good job. Oh, dash forward, gets the turn back. Dead angle. Nope, you're back in the corner.
Oh my goodness. No combo right there.
All right. Terumi's up. There's the overdrive.
Oh,
Rasengan.
yep.
All right. Big confirm.
I do
Nice
not know
side
how he routed
swap.
for the side swap there.
All right, Rio doesn't have burst, so he has to weather the storm. Doesn't have meter either. Gets hit cleanly.
What was he trying to do there?
All right, Rio doesn't have
Wants
burst, so he has
this.
to weather this.
5D goes into 60. I think he was trying to jump here. Got caught. Actually,
Doesn't
can't
have meter
tell.
either. Gets hit cleanly.
Oh yeah.
Or have to
Goes into
cancel
stops.
confirm.
2 more for B.
Nice.
Blah,
Oh,
blah,
we're gonna
blah.
get to 50
Standard
already
through
again.
route. Nothing
Oh
really
my
to see
goodness,
here.
what you do?
Another counter assault.
Immediate dead angle.
Yeah.
Don't want none of that.
Yeah, I'm tired. Get off of me. All right. Is this
Overhead.
shit again?
Got hit standing. You hate to see it.
Oh no.
All right, Rio's about to get 50 meter. He's almost gonna get his burst back, but so is DGF. Whoa. All right, this is overdrive.
Oh, yeah. No.
Pain and suffering. I think.
But so is DGF.
Let's see. Let's take a look at the scramble, right?
Whoa.
So it gets guard cancel OD, but this is. I actually cannot tell what smooth this is. Okay, it was Rekka. So from here, I think DGF would be able to mash and then disable the staff and then start his pressure with like 2A, 2A, 5B, like J2D.
All right, this is
But he kind of stands there, and I don't know if he actually got hit trying to mash here. I'm not sure what the startup of this move is. But he gets countered for it.
overdrive.
Oh, he's paying
Oh,
something,
I
and
was
he's
mashing
now about
there
to
too.
die.
Oh my
I
god.
was mashing there too. I felt it.
He forgot about the staff. He tried to mash after the overdrive, and he's dead. Alright.
Because that's the thing, in that situation, if you manage to like mash on Lychee and the staff doesn't hit you on time, you disable it and now it's your turn and you're Terumi with a whole lot of meter that's going to kill you off of just a random hit.
All right, Rio
And
on
also,
set
you know,
point.
Rio's about to die.
Honestly, this is looking really cool for
Yeah,
real. The
that was
pressure
rough.
too much. And DSF just defensively not being able to really steal a turn from Naichi. It's hard, I can see. Oh, nice.
Ooh, that run under side swap. All right, block. Neutral jump from DGF trying to get a clean hit.
Gets clipped by the
He's also
2B.
trying to bait out the DP right afterwards with the staff. Very smart. Oh, yeah. Come on. Put on the
Hey.
puncher. Oh,
Jump-
That's one thing about DGS pressure that I always find a little funny. He clicks a lot more 2D than I would expect sometimes. And it does net him an absolute absurd amount of meter, and it does work out super well for him. Like, you get a lot of meter, it's plus frames if I remember correctly.
very smart. Oh, yeah. Come on.
But
Put on the
Hey,
puncher.
hey,
Oh,
man,
Jump
grab,
for the man
just
grab.
reacting
Let's
to
go.
it. Slow enough.
All right, DGF stuck in the corner. Rio trying to. Oh my god, that 5A just whipped.
Oh, the
Get
overhead.
clipped by the
She
4D
has like
here.
8 overheads, bro. It's so hard to block the character.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Set up again as a staff. Oh, we rumbling?
Okay, there it is. Right. So, one thing that was on my mind that we finally see now is the counter assault from Terumi. Now, Terumi's CA is like actually garbage, which is part of the reason why he wasn't using it. But I was surprised that he hadn't shown the counter assault on perhaps like Rekka or a couple of other normals and such, or even like DP here. There's obviously, you know, a ton of risk around it, but at this point it's like game 2 and you're possibly going to like lose the set here. So I'd be conscious of perhaps showing it a bit earlier, but against Lychee's offense and how she can like structure it, I understand.
Tumbling.
Gets
Oh,
the
there
CA
you
here,
go. I want
thankfully.
to play.
He's like, please, please.
Mom, it's my turn on the Xbox.
It's like, I got some top
G2D.
A2 fan spread.
Yeah, again, just trying to play around like different angles in order to
Oh
get
my
past the
god.
staff.
Oh!
Wait, we got those? Yeah, we got those.
We got those. Oh my goodness, you're nasty.
All right, last chance. Overdrive. Oh,
Yep,
faded the
faded.
overdrive.
There's
Oh,
the
smash
DP.
super anyway, it's cool.
Oh, okay. You know what? I respect
Alright.
it.
Oh, this combo's gonna hurt.
Oh yeah. Get your
Alright,
meter,
Super
brother.
again, but I'm surprised he's.
Wait, are you dead?
All right, let's talk about this. I
This
have.
combo's gonna hurt.
Oh yeah.
Why do you DP here? Why? I don't understand it. I don't get it. You're up against Terumi. He's got a ton of like meter. He's in overdrive. He has active flow. Just backdash or something. You ain't need to do this. You just back up, back, whatever. What's Terumi gonna do? Huh? 6 AU in jail. Anywho,
Get your
Alright.
meter, brother.
Oh!
this is
Wait, are
a
you
burst
dead?
gone like at
Yes.
minimum.
All right, it's close.
Still managed to get the OD
Very
version
close
as well
'cause he can
here,
get the 100
and
meter
still
point
in
six,
active flow, by the way.
Oh.
Oh,
Nope.
You're dead.
my God, he died.
He's the.
Oh my goodness.
Terumi OD, super with barely any
And there's
scaling
the
attached to it.
6669 number 2. Very
Oh.
nice. Very nice.
All right. Back to the neutral again. Trying to get, he's actually got way better at doing the jump-ins now and timing them to get past the staff.
Yes. Unfortunately, he now has to deal with Lighty herself.
Yep.
Oh, we don't tech throws out here. Oh,
right.
no.
All right, caught by it.
I don't think we've seen a lot of tech throws here in top 8.
Nah, bro, it's like 2:30. People, it's Sunday. People are like, I want to go home. I just want to get top 8, get my medal, get out.
It's like everybody was partying
Like
Friday and Saturday.
probably throw
so
at
like,
Sigma
oh, I
at
have a
this point.
Sunday top 8.
Ooh.
Dang, I hope I recovered.
That is rough. Anytime I see DGF burst, I cringe a little bit because I know he does not really like doing that. But I think he's kind of run into the situation where Rio manages to get momentum, and then he kind of just runs over DGF for a lot of the match, like a lot of a round. So I understand it. That's just pain, though.
More than my opponent. Oh, and the counter.
Rekka.
All right, 2A staggers, waiting for DGF response.
Look at the flow.
She is.
By the way,
staggers,
this is fucked up. The reason why this sequence is fucked up is that if you hit Lychee, this particular special will still go off and counter hit you. You deadass have to just let this shit play out. If I remember correctly, on hit. I know on block it stays. I actually forget if it's on hit, but actually want. Damn, now that makes me want to lab it out. But
waiting for DGF response.
Look
point is, Lychee gets to kind of run in if you don't react to it. But she has 30
is,
different tools that she's
she's
doing.
purple as hell,
Then you
bro.
have to
She's
react to
feeling
it.
the flow as you speak.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, hold on. Let me lower the volume. Is the voice balance okay? Can you get you guys can hear me pretty decently over the audio on the stream?
Please stay away. Oh,
I'm gonna
almost
turn it
did
down
it.
just so it's a little clearer. for me.
Hey, just run right past the staff, gets a clean hit.
oh wow, burst out that.
Yeah, doesn't want to deal with the situation afterwards. Doesn't want to have to worry about getting one touch.
Oh my goodness, these straight hits not confirming though.
There's a bunch of scrambles, but they're Lighty's favor. Rasenga, not. I guess that one is safe.
Tried to look for something there, but doesn't happen.
Rapid, overhead,
Oh.
and we can't block it forever.
Yeah,
Not
just
there.
like that, Rio's gonna be able to take it.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's what
that's
you needed
it.
to, so this should be.
Oh,
Unless you mess
wait a
up your
minute.
4B DP
Wait a minute.
and
Oh,
chip
he
him
didn't
out.
bury it.
Ah.
Look.
He's like, wait, bro, you didn't bury it? What's
He's
good?
like, whoa.
He's like, I didn't mean to do that. I
He's like-
swear.
He's like, I didn't know I was
But yeah.
fighting a rookie.
Oh god. All right. Okay. This set. All right. Now, if you watch this set, I don't know how to describe this set other than just pain. This one was this one hurt. It hurt the soul. But yeah. So this is Hicchan versus Zen. I actually have no idea who Hicchan is. I don't watch enough Brazilian CF. I'll be honest. But hey Joth, how's it going, man? But what could it have been? All right, let's get into it. This is Izanami versus Ragnar, by the way. This matchup as it stands is not really ideal. And you know. So, to kind of set the scene a little bit for those that are unfamiliar with the players, I don't know much about Hicchan, so I can't speak to them very much, and I don't want to do that. But Zen, pretty good player from Texas, has been playing for ages at this point, as far as I know. A nutcase Ragnar player, to put it simply, up against Izanami. So,
Alright.
let's get into it.
You're better than me now. That's crazy. GG Sigma, you're better than me now.
No, bro, it's not like that. All right, so round one, y'all go
All right,
orange,
so
bro.
let's talk about this real quick.
It's not like that.
I like the idea for the air throw here, but at this range, I feel like JC would be better at covering the space that Izanami would want to go.
No, bro.
The reason I
It's
say
not
this is because
like that.
hold on a second. She's activated here. Bits are going to take a while to come out. The most you're probably going to get is that you would expect from here would be air backdash bits to kind of generate the space. So at this point, what my thought would be that you would want to just kind of air dash JC in order to cover that space. Air throw, of course, is also like obnoxiously huge, but I believe the JC would cover the like kind of no cancel if she like falls down here. But he tries to go for the air throw, whiffs here, just barely too. So it's not like it was even a bad decision necessarily. It's just I think JC would have covered a bit more options at this exact spacing, but it's in the heat of the moment, so I understand it. Falls down, bits are activated. It's Izanami's turn. Have
So
fun.
round one, Iago already.
Oh my goodness.
Already Izanami pressure.
Absolutely.
Pinwheel going out.
This just
Whoops.
drop.
All right, immediate burst.
Burst, yeah.
You do not play the game.
Oh, yeah. I gotta be honest. When I was first learning this game, and I was like, Izanami, I looked at the concept of her flight mode. I'm like, wait, you mean you're just standing in the air, you're not flying.
Yeah.
The blocks.
No.
Nice block on that. You gotta block the 6C
You're just
properly.
standing in the air, you're not flying.
Like he blocked the fact that Zen blocked like the 6C RC2B is like actually absurdly sick, but pain.
No.
Sometimes you don't stand up.
No, it's not okay.
Think a Sentinel, but
I don't like this burst. The reason why I don't like this burst is that it's relatively late in the round. You don't have overdrive to play with for next round, and if you really don't want to get caught up in Izanami's momentum, you probably would want to have bursted like 2 interactions ago. If you really didn't want to like let Izanami get started, right? You would have just burst immediately instead. The other thing, of course, is that Ragnar's OD, of course, is amazing health regen, blah blah blah, combo routing here. And he can punish pretty hard at the round start if he gets the correct read. So I'm not a big fan of it. You're blowing a big resource and you're making a big gamble that you can make a comeback against Izanami, who can also like generate a lot of momentum. Now her burst is disabled, but it really takes 1 or 2 interactions to go wrong for the tables to suddenly turn, as opposed to maybe 3 or 4 had a burst been made earlier.
all the time.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened.
Right now,
Anyways,
getting
tries to go for the 5Bs, just whiffs. It's fine.
He
Placing himself really well for like anti-airing here.
No, it's not.
Let me skip forward
Right
a
now,
little bit.
getting hits.
Like, let's back up a bit.
Getting hit.
Like, this is a pretty good spot to click 5A or 6A here. Especially because the JB already came out from Izanami. So this is just punish.
5A anti-air.
He went for 5A, 5B though.
Right
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
If it's blue,
it is
that
what it
means he
is.
didn't
But
hold
yeah,
button tech.
speaking of interactions going wrong, but we're back in Scramble City. But I believe this is Izanami can mash like 2A.
Blue is true.
Oh, he just jumps forward and floats.
There's a lot of patience there not to anti-air the
Yeah,
floating
there's a
Izanami
JC.
above you.
Yep.
All right, wall splat ender. Let's see what Hyago does in defense. Blocks the overhead. Oh, the 2 after gauntlet Hades. Wait a minute.
Blocks the
You're
gauntlet.
dead.
Yep, absolutely.
And yeah, again, it's really like 2 interactions gone wrong.
But we don't
And then
barrier. We don't barrier. Come on,
I'm
guys.
assuming
Top ain't no barrier.
that was a straight up hit, so that wasn't even a matter of like barriering. He got hit by something trying to either dash up and block or fuzzy jump and
But
block.
we
That
don't
wasn't even
barrier.
barrier.
We don't barrier. Come on, guys.
that wasn't chip.
Speed running. Yo.
But yeah, there's a JC again. It whiffs, but he's fine. But he jumps up when the bits were set. I think here in general, probably jump start up. Yeah, I agree. The thing here is that, let me back up a bit.
I love this.
No.
Yeah.
So let me go
Speed
over this real
running.
quick.
Yo.
This whiffs, bits are set. From here, my gut instinct would be that a good thing to do here, if the JC whiffs, right, is that you fall, you dash up, and then, it's Carnage Scissors. Okay. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Carnage Scissors on the, I don't even know. No, I think, Izanami is already in active mode, so that, you would have had to caught Hicchan, like, going for something. Let me back up a second. Let me see what they were doing, actually, so I'm not talking out my butt.
Wait a minute. You're dead.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, because she's in active mode. I don't know. Let's see. She can unfloat barrier from here. Yeah, because she did Hicchan did do unfloat. I don't know if the Carnage Scissors would have. No, I know. I know he's saying he did Carnage Scissors there. I'm saying that even if the Carnage Scissors came out, I'm not sure if it would have ended up working out. Because Hicchan immediately did unfloat. I don't know if he would have been able to block on the way coming down. Or not. But I understand the idea there. But yeah. Sorry if that came out the wrong way or anything. Anyway. So here.
I love this.
Hit a RC.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't realize he had the meter for that. I didn't realize that. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So the JC here, it whiffs. This is actually A-okay from my understanding. If I'm Ragnar, I'm just kind of dashing up and either... I forget. Does Izanami get the float after the air backdash? I forget. I'm just kind of waiting to run up a little bit under. because the bits here I don't think are really going to hit at a fantastic angle unless you're like kind of dashing up. And the specific bit set that Hicchan opts for here, I think would have whiffed had Zen dashed up and did like 5A to check, or dashed up with like 6A. But because you jumped up into the air here, you kind of block the bits, and then you have to come down, and then it's a really awkward situation for Ragna. I really don't know what Ragna would want to press here. But Hicchan opts to kind of air dash forward. Yeah, that gets DP'd. That's... I don't like that movement. I don't like that movement very much. I don't think that's super sensible. I think as Izanami, you kind of just dash up and then wait for something to happen. Or just wait for bits to regen. Anyway, Zen gets in. 5A whiff throw! You know the vibes.
For every fighting game.
OTG into the dash one.
Damage.
All right.
2A, just check.
Oh, rolls out of the corner, doesn't get checked on the roll.
Nice DP right there.
He DP'd out of blocks and in the air. All right, Nightmare.
I hate when you do this, but the fact that it works, shit.
Let it happen. We need another perfect. No, the perfect is
Top
gone.
of the GB.
Gets hit by the over. It's Izanami time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, fireball.
Now in this situation, I'm either bursting immediately or I'm like waiting for
Wait
some like funny
I
counter.
can't
So,
see what's happening.
I visually cannot tell what is going on.
That's why his character's so
but
dangerous.
you got out of the
She puts
corner,
up
so
that
that's super
fireball,
good.
She hovers. You have to guess if it's going to be
Wow.
Jesus.
Nice.
All right, all right. If this was a read, this is a sick read.
puts up
All
that
right.
fireball. She hovers.
This-
You have to guess.
Or was that a reaction? That's sick. This makes sense. That actually makes complete sense because remember, 6D is foot invuln. The only problem with this is that Hicchan has bits out. I'm actually shocked that I think most Izanamis are probably waiting for the block stun of slide to hit so that they can call the bits afterwards. And then like keep themselves plus. Doing the 6D here. Shit. Good God. Alright. So he gets the 6D here. What's the confirm?
Oh, nice.
Right. Gets the burst out. That's actually super good. This is a fantastic position. Why did you...
Wait a minute. You're not supposed to do that without meter.
You didn't need to do that.
Yep.
You didn't need to do that. You just gotta... I also... Sometimes these Anamis do like Shield of Dreams at like places where I'm like, why are you doing this? But realistically speaking, at that part, I would honestly just get out of the corner and then just kind of wait out the neutral a bit.
Wait a minute.
That's just
Wait a minute.
playing
You're not
very
supposed to do
fast.
that without meter. Oh. All right, but Hicchan is almost out of barrier, so they have to be careful about setting out birdcage. They don't set up birdcage because they care about it. Oh.
Saya goes for it.
Goodness.
It already worked.
So
I'm
not
surprised that
enough
he shouldn't
life
try
to
to
live through that.
backdash
So
there.
Zen gets that round, 1 round apiece.
All right, and right now, Zen looking pretty
What's the
strong.
round start?
Was able to take that back.
All right, JC whiffs again. It's fine.
Gotta be careful not to let Hicchan get that.
But yeah, that's the thing. The problem that I'm seeing here with the movement is that there's a lot of situations, specifically at round start, in which Zen, you're like going for a lot of jumps. They're just fine, but it's a lot of times in which Izanami's in active mode, and then you get caught by this particular bit. Wasn't Hicchan in bits, so he had to backdash. In this
They care about
sequence, bits were out. Yes, he could have gone for a thing as well. Yeah, no, this makes sense. Yeah, he had to backdash here. So
Oh.
okay,
Exceeding
never mind.
hit. Oh. 1 round
That was
apiece.
good.
All right, and right now, Zen looking pretty strong.
Yeah.
Was able to take that back. Gotta be careful not
let's
to
back
let
up a sec
Hicchan
here.
get that.
The problem with the
Right,
jumps
and right now,
is
Zen
that
looking pretty strong. Was able to
yeah, could have supered. Yeah, I could have done super as well. Had I think no, because Hicchan did have enough meter to RC a super, so that was also an option they had available. I don't know. This is the RPS, I guess. Super RC and a kill, perhaps. But yeah, but then maybe Zen does like Carnage Scissors or something, right? There's a whole lot of like things that are possible here. This is funny that that you guys both whiff here. I don't know what to say about this.
Gotta be careful.
But yeah, the problem I have here with the jumps is that there's not really enough momentum that Ragna has to actually kind of contest Izanami trying to do up back float or up back bits. So any like buttons set here are going to just whiff, especially on the super jump, right?
Not to
But then she goes into active mode here, but this is a up back. In this situation, if an Izanami is doing super jump back, because their floats, like, remember, the float timer is shorter the higher Izanami is. So even if she does go into float, it's not going to last long. Worst case scenario is that she floats, falls, and does like maybe an air dash or something. But at this point, if you're up backing, you have no room to contest the activation or like going bit activation or going into float. So you're kind of just stuck here while Izanami now has the space to start her neutral game plan. This is a position in which I would rather stay to the ground and dash up so that I can super jump and maybe contest with like JA. Because Ragnar JA is a cracked button and that should hit in a pretty good spacing to like kind of contest and still be relatively low committal. Or even air throw, right? You just have a lot more momentum to work with. But here, and the double jump is what cooks me a little bit here. Because this doesn't really accomplish anything. Even if Izanami doesn't go into bits, right? If she falls and just dashes forward, she's going to take space or swap sides. And then just kind of pick her positioning from there. Or 6A you into like pressure, right? There's not really much that the double jump here accomplishes. I would have rather just kind of like a jump and maybe see what happens. Low air dash after the fact if you really want to. Or just straight up run forward and then just kind of like barrier. Or maybe even, yeah, those would be the thoughts that I have in mind. Yeah, that's fair. But it's just one of those things where it's like you have to push forward despite like the inherent stuff going on. But it's also a tournament, et cetera, et cetera. So like I'm not gonna be like on your ass about it. It's just like this is a thing that I am noticing. To kind of maybe like keep in mind. Let's see. But yeah. Anyway, let's continue on.
Get that,
Get hit by the bits, right fireball comes out, yeah, whatever, bits are out, bits are disabled.
It's crazy that the effortless switch to a flight mode.
I don't disagree with the Hell's Fang here because I get it. If this thing hit, like Izanami just used bits. If this thing hits, it's your turn. This idea is a little cracked, I will admit. The fact that it goes just above is kind of funny.
The effortless switch.
But you do have to hit confirm for the second hit though. That you gotta confirm that. It's long enough that it will like kind of work out well enough.
To a flight mode rushdown.
Anyway, Hicchan gets the hits here. No burst on either side. A lot of barrier gauge, so it's party time basically.
Oh my god!
By the 6B, could be like that.
She also has the command grab. Yep.
This is just offense here. There's not much to comment on.
It's kind of hard to fight this character, but
Burst is coming online in a second though. Let's see what happens.
You know,
Blocks.
You know this character actually has more moves than her.
Moves on the bits. Good throw tech.
Like
RC? Oh, okay.
Oh, but Hicchan's in danger state, so we'll take more damage if they get hit until they barrier. Oh my god, they might be. Okay, they're not dead.
You missed the dash cancel. That's just pain.
Oh, overdrive through the 6C?
Ooh, okay, so...
Okay, they're not dead off the 6A? 6A nothing?
This was just a bad commit. I think this... I don't know if you either missed a hit confirm or misinputted for it, or just you kind of just autopiloted into it, but Hicchan notes it, ODs through it properly.
Good punish. Please super. Please Iago super. Please Iago hit the super. You did super fast enough so you let Zed burst. Ribcage. All right, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. It's all good. We got to.
I like the jump. I like the throw there.
Yep.
This is good.
I think this round is over. Wait,
what?
I think you could kill if you routed a little differently there, but the purple throw works
out.
out.
It's disrespectful because
Damn, you are stressed. I understand though. I totally get it. Yeah, this shit's stressful. What the fuck? Oh, damn. Okay.
That's an American reset right there.
Oh, man.
But works out in the end.
You know what? It's okay.
I'll be honest.
All right, Iago does not look face. Iago's like, all right.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Were you the one that went to character select?
It's okay. All right, Iago does not look face. Iago's like, all right.
All right. I respect that a ton. Yeah. I think this was good on you to go to character select after that. Because I would definitely be super duper like stressed and be like, okay, let me take a moment, let me breathe. That just happened. Like, let's just kind of figure it out.
Didn't happen.
Honestly, here, like, even if you want to, like, in tournament, you can stall here a little longer, like dead ass. Like, you can take like 30 seconds or so, just kind of like compose yourself real quick if you need to do that, right? And this is one of those kind of like aspects of tournaments where you kind of have to Swell mentioned this in Barlow Chord, actually, which was very interesting to me. But they have, like, because they were talking about how they and their partner had come up with, like, a way to sort of compose themselves no matter what happened in a match, whether they won or lost. They had, like, a specific technique to center themselves. For me, to not give Izanami a chance. Well, doing the purple throw gives her a chance. That also gives Izanami a chance. I'm not saying the purple throw is a bad idea. I'm just saying, like, I don't know what the routing would be to change to, like, kind of go for it. Like, it's fine, but it still does give Iza a chance due to the window, but it worked, so it's whatever. But yeah, but to stay on topic for a second here, like for me personally, what I have to do to kind of center myself a bit, and I still get a lot of nerves because I need more tournament experience, but I always I find a song to kind of hum throughout the bracket, like in between sets or even during the set. And that kind of helps me like kind of calm down and be like, okay, like cool, I'm just doing this. It's usually a random song that pops in my head, but that's like a thing that helps me personally. Because I have seen you on stream and you definitely get very nervous about brackets. So that might be something that you find helpful in the future. Because playing in online brackets, of course, the pressure and the nerves feel a lot different. But I would say simulating the environment by still keeping the just the game audio with headphones on and just kind of doing that might help out a bit for it. I think of it's usually Tux. Usually the songs that come into my head are like something out of Inertial Drift, because that is a game that my brain recognizes it as just kind of focusing and just moving forward and just kind of doing things and being loose. So that's kind of the mental association that I have with that, like with the like soundtrack. And usually those songs are like also just actually kind of calming and like a nice pace for me to like set. Yeah. So that's just something that I would keep in mind, because it's a thing that everybody struggles with. I go through it quite a bit. I fucking folded a DLZ like through nerves and all that combo breaker. So it's coming from a point of experience. And I don't know if other people are in the chat, but if you have other forms of kind of like techniques that you use to kind of steel yourself or calm yourself down, then feel free to share it, because it definitely helps in general.
Go back to character select. That didn't happen. That's never gonna happen again.
Exactly. He's like, oh, okay.
Funny enough, I think Zen. I think Fox Acoustics thought that Hicchan had gone to character select that wasn't you. Which is funny.
Yo, we're not breaking throws. There was one throw that was broken within the last 3 matches.
That's actually true. And it was Monarch. It was only
it was only Monarch.
It was only Monarch actually that takes the throw.
Nobody else.
Oh my goodness. That's how you win. It's true. If you're the only
I'm assuming that was a misinput for the 6-8, but who cares? Still in neutral.
Right, so
Hop by the bits here.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, let's look at this a couple of seconds real quick.
Alright.
Because you do a lot of jumps, but the problem is with these jumps is that you're kind of getting caught by the bits. Funny enough, I run into this as Jin, like when I'm playing Jin a bit, in that like sometimes my air movement gets me kind of caught up or people take space. This in the corner is not really ideal, if only because if it goes wrong, it goes very wrong. I would want to maintain an air action to just kind of try and get around Izanami. Because again, like, Izanami is expecting you to probably land and then go for a 6-8 here.
Back up there.
That just whiffs, though, which is just, I don't know. This game is funny.
Nice. There's overhead. Doesn't get anything from it. Oh, ribcage set up.
Fuzzy.
That instant overhead is so dirty because you're actually ready to block the low.
I forget if you have to IB or IBB for that setup to not work as well.
She doesn't rise.
Would have to play against Masoma like a lot to get that.
Hits you high.
Good hit though.
And you have to be ready to block or else you get to confirm.
Okay. Nice bait on the first.
Oh my god. Zen was already.
Rock on the Hades. Alright, this should kill. Super. You didn't need to go in OD here.
That should be the round, provided Zen hits this confirm. There we go.
Nice. I think Carnage Scissors at that point just killed.
So, match
point
for Zen already. Yago's looking pretty good in round 1. And
okay, let's see.
A couple of drops here and there. Let Zen bring it here.
Wow.
There it is. Jump C, jump D.
Round start, too. Oh, and got the confirm off the wall spot.
Nice. This is a great position.
Oh, yeah.
At this point,
we did make top
yeah,
we also
just stumbled a little bit there.
Stop.
I'm assuming the 2B was meant to catch forward roll, but it just kind of didn't work out. And this is one of those like react to an opponent's defensive options.
Oh, yeah.
This, that was This is just a pure scramble here. I don't know what to say. I would have expected to be in block stun from this. I guess mash 5A maybe, but like this is just this whole sequence is just awkward. Or maybe react in DP. I don't know what to tell you. This is just in bracket.
Oh yep.
This is just awkward as shit.
It was Oki.
It was Oki.
RC, 2B.
Yeah, it's a mix-up, yeah.
So you got trying to fuzzy jump. Okay.
Drop the combo into immediate mix.
Yeah, it's a mix-up, yeah.
I get the idea with the Hell's Fang here, but Izanami and Bits is just gonna back off and wait for something to happen. I think dash up, I think dash blocking here, or like dash up or like IAD would be ideal here. I think IAD would be a bit better. It's not great because Iza 6A is like amazing, but we haven't really seen Hicchan opt for it, which is odd to me. He hasn't really been going for any significant anti-airs. He just kind of is just letting Bits do the work along with his normals and just kind of whiffing some buttons. So maybe showing the IEDs here in order to kind of draw that out would be ideal. Either way, hit by Bits.
Right, let's see Zen decides
to the corner you go.
To be a hero this round, or else just hold the L. The best idea would be to hold the L.
This hit is not death.
I'm just holding this.
Oh, you got an early tech out.
Overhead.
Just awkward.
Yeah.
I can't.
Okay. Yeah, now I don't know what's going on here.
Ribcage joke.
Because you got I think you just didn't react to the 6C, so you got hit by the overhead.
Yeah.
I can't tell
what I would
tried to
assume.
do at the end there, but it didn't work, so it doesn't matter.
But yeah.
All right, round start. What are we doing? While we are swinging with C.
Blood Scythe. Yeah, that's fair. It had a good angle.
From after the 2A.
Not a bad
That's
idea.
a counter hit right there. Gonna go right into the ribcage choke.
Sometimes things just don't go in our favor.
All right,
fireball. Yeah, spooky time. I'd be bursting the next hit. I'm not gonna lie.
Different setups happening at once.
Yeah, there
right,
it is.
Zen decides to burst. It's like, I've had enough of getting hit. I'm gonna play the game now. But Hicchan does have their burst. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Bits.
Oh,
we're blocking.
Yep.
No, we're not
Blocks
blocking.
it from the
sadly.
sadly.
Overhead was coming again. You hate to see it.
All right, you're in the other corner.
Oh my god.
Izanami has almost 100
Alright.
meters. You have to be careful.
That was
jump out.
okay. That was
Corner.
Oh my
bad.
god.
Izanami
setup.
has almost.
The reason being was that they opted for this. At this point, you dead ass probably want to just super jump forward because this is not a legit setup. They didn't set this up quite right. Actually, dude, I think you got normal jump. Yeah, you got normal jump forward. It looks like. No. Hold on a second. Am I bugging out? No, that was super jump. It looked like because you have the. Yeah, you did do super jump forward and then you got caught by the bigs. Well, that just sucks.
All right, you're in the other corner.
Oh my god.
Izanami has almost 100 meters. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I like the attempt there. At this point, I'm just counter assaulting. Because the barrier gauge is super low, so I'm just waiting. So my assumption here is that Hicchan's gonna opt for some like stupid mix right before the ribcage ends because he has over 50 meters and is in active flow and has like overdrive. So I'm assuming some fucked up mix is happening. So I'm waiting for that barrier to deplete and immediately like just clicking CA. And in the meantime, I'm looking for a
Have to
mix.
be careful. Tries
Let's
to
see
jump
what he
out.
does. Yeah, there's the RC. Now they're in danger state. Super jump and get hit by Bits to get out. That makes sense. I don't know who Hutch is, but that makes sense. If they were to convert, they would have to do like JA or something. That's like you'd have to lab that out, and they'd have to be prepared for it.
Goes low again.
Anyway, yeah, you just got caught by. You got eaten alive by the 6Cs.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Go ladies.
All right.
Not go ladies.
This is just. That was just okay. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Let's talk about this.
Goes low again.
So, OCE Susan player, 1 WSC. Oh, I didn't catch the WSC for OCE. I didn't catch WSC in general. I don't know if the VODs are out. But yeah, you just got eaten alive by the 6C. Honestly, I just counter assault here. Say screw it. Because they're in danger state. They have bits, and then what else really after the fact? And I would just try to like kind of push them towards the corner. Even if you don't get the hit, like at least they're in the corner, I guess.
Doesn't block the overhead.
Anyway.
All right.
Hell's Fang here. It's YOLO, but in this, okay. I'm gonna assume this was nerves because this to me just kind of it just doesn't really work out.
Again.
Let me look at this
Doesn't block
again
the
real quick.
overhead. All right. Go.
Because the 2B here whiffs. You mistime the meaty. And I don't know if you autopiloted into like a block string in 2D, But either way here, the 2D is not a good idea because Overdrive is available from Hicchan, right? Like, even if, like, you know, you got the 2B media and they blocked it, like, it looks like they were very ready to just click Overdrive, EA, and take the game, right? So it's just not a good string to go for here. At this point, like, you know, you can chip them out a bit with, like, a couple of specials. Hell, you might even be able to kind of, like, go for, like, 6B, or if you space yourself out, maybe to go for Dead Spike. But yeah, it just didn't work out. Blood Scythe here, I mean, I guess, but, like, you know, 6A is always present as, like, kind of like an option, and I don't know if the Blood Scythe here hits or not. But either way, yeah, this just doesn't work out.
Good Overdrive.
Yeah, so that's the game.
Bro, those skulls, like, the best part about this game
again here,
is,
like I'm probably taking yet another break.
But then you're like,
to be honest,
just bright.
like,
it's just white on the screen. You're like, please.
I'm just taking it easy and just saying, like, all right, you know, whatever, that just happened. Let's just move on.
To the throw again on me, huh? Yeah, I forget. I'm still thinking about it.
I would just do it again. I'd be like, you're not ready. You're like, you're not ready.
It's about sending a message.
But then they're taking you like.
But yeah, you took your time at least going into the next match, which I think is good.
Because they're ready, and they're mad now.
It's like, if you do the same setup on me twice where I know it's not supposed to work,
let's see.
I take it personally.
All right, you walk forward again for 2D6.
All right, game 3,
not much going on here. But yeah, again,
take it personally.
I'm going to highlight it again. Air movement, it's just not there.
Do the same setup on me twice
let me touch on this in particular first off. This is not ideal because most Izanamis on round start are looking to just go into active mode so they can start like asserting themselves in neutral. It's very unlikely that they dash forward unless you two have been kind of dancing around each other in a particular way and they're expecting you to dash up and they maybe want to like go back into mid screen, right? Like, hell, half the time I'm expecting them to just air dash back bits or air dash back float or something, or like jump back float and just kind of check what's happening. Right. So the Air 214C here, the Nightmare it just doesn't really work out with like the way most Izanamis would want to move and the way Hicchan's been moving in general for this set. It just doesn't add up. Right? And even then, right, they go into bits, they just back up, they float, and they go back down. Right? Had you just kind of stuck to had you like done one jump to check and then maybe dash up forward, there's a chance that you either super jump air throw to try and contest, or you kind of jump up with JA and try to contest, right? Or even jump up TP if you want to be like a crackhead, right? At the very least, like the most that Izanami is going to do if they really want to like trade or something is go for Skull, right? That's just probably what they would want to do. But that's just a spacing where you kind of gave them space, like you just kind of gave them space to work with here, so they can go into active mode and Ribcage is going to come out, and there it is, right? And now you super jumped, and now they're in Ribcage below you with bits that they can just shoot at you, and now you're possibly going to get hit with 6A, and you spent all your air options. You're a dead fish in the air that will likely get hit. And even if you try to go for a 2-1-4C to delay air momentum, well, Izanami has Ribcage, so it's just going to get like guard pointed.
Game 3, yeah.
And then they just walk up in 2B. Because what is Ragnar really going to do? You're not going to fall down and throw. They're just going to trip guard you. So
goes already. Yeah.
Just not ideal in terms of that movement. It might be something to kind of like look out for when you have nerves or other things in general. This true. I love Air Gauntlet 80s. It's so sick. Conversion doesn't quite work out. That's a tragic whiff.
Punches on the DP.
Immediate burst from Zen wants to play the game. Doesn't want to be stuck in the corner. Overdrive to the 2C.
2C. Nah. I feel it, but it's Izanami in Overdrive, right? No matter what button she press, there's going to be a bits that comes like immediately afterwards. And you don't have the meter to RC, and if you get Fatal, the risk reward just really isn't there. Can you even throw her 2B? I don't know. Yeah, this is... Nah, you can't do this. You can't do this. You can't do this. You can't get away with this. People aren't going to let you get away with this.
Wow.
2C Fatal. I think they dropped this confirmed. I think they...
DP, that's a Fatal counter starter.
I could be wrong. I'm wrong. I'm actually so wrong. You got taken full screen You got taken across the damn map because you DP'd on their OD activation. Don't do that. Don't do that if you don't have any meter. Don't do that. They haven't done any like YOLO stuff after OD activations in general. It's not wise. Don't do that.
Absolutely fatal. Oh, ribcage, where you going?
He trying to do
All right.
on wake up.
Deactivates the
Bro, anime
ribcage.
players be jumping on wake up.
Anime players do have signals.
All right, counter assault comes
Jumping
in.
on wake up is one of them.
Bro.
Talk to you.
But yeah, okay. See, the funny thing about this situation, right?
Jumping on wake up.
Had you not gone for this, if you like dash blocked or something, you actually could have hit Carnage Scissors here if you were on the ground. The Carnage Scissors would have landed. That would have been perfect. It would have been perfect Carnage Scissors time. Hell, maybe if you did like IED Blood Scythe, maybe that hits. I don't know. Actually, no. The explosion from Fireball is stupid. But this would be Carnage Scissors if you weren't in the air. But again, like, you kind of forced to block it. This is a fair Hell's Fang. I think this hits, right? Oh, traded? What the fuck? Dash up 5B? No, you just jumped up. JC barely whiffs. That's just tragic. 6A? Jesus Christ. Alright. This is going to be... Wait a minute. Hold on a second. This is so off topic. I didn't realize that he throws the sword to the other hand in this animation. Wait a minute. What the fuck? Look at this. He tosses the sword to the other hand to do the animation. That looks cool. I didn't realize that. That's cool. Anyway, so this is probably going to be Dead Spike, dash cancel. I'm assuming Hicchan's going to probably counter assault here because that's what I would do. Or not.
Ooh, nice.
Should be, doesn't get confirmed. Meaty overhead. Should kill.
Anyway.
Woo. That was kind of sloppy, but we take those.
Sloppy get the job done.
There's so many like small animations in this game that are like sick.
They
Anyway.
put me through childhood.
No, they definitely put me through childhood. Right now, this character is taking me out of my childhood.
What was going on here? All right. What was going on
Put
here?
me through childhood.
No, they definitely put me through childhood.
Got the 5A. Just go into 6A. Just autopilot 6A or JA. Who cares? You're going to jail if it was blocked.
Right.
The 5D here just is not like as reliable as you would want for combo routing. You'd have to be like very close for it to work out. Had you done like just the 5A JA sequence, you'd probably go into Nightmare Edge. You follow up if you really want to, but it's just a more reliable knockdown here. If it was like a different counter hit, like I kind of get it, but it's not as ideal.
Oh, no!
But I get it. Like
Right,
there are times where you just kind of you're like, I know this is a thing, but then the game says Lamau no. Anyway, you get opened up by the B. I wouldn't spend burst here. I would probably try to at this point. I'd probably try to IB, and then figure out like if you can counter assault or if you can get out. Because this is kind of one of those raw like you might just lose the game off this. Like let me hold on to my OD so I can like use it next round at this point. Just because of the disadvantage already here in health and like the resources that like Hicchan has.
Like if you've never played these Anami, you never understood it.
Anyways,
I never forget how many times I got caught with that.
So, hold on, let's take a look at this.
Never played these Anami.
You, no, you can't do this. You can't do the J. You can't do the JC, man. You can't do the JC there.
I know.
Let me take a look at this
again. Like overhead, it looks like a low.
Funny enough,
you've never played.
You might have been able to roll. Just because the setup just didn't look quite right to me, you might have been able to roll forward here. But nah, bits are already set. Like any Tsunami is just clicking bits afterwards. This Panic, yeah, I get it.
Tsunami, you never understood it. And I never forget.
Up back, up forward would have been a little better there, but I get it. These things happen. You get hit. This is gonna be super and kill. Yeah.
Like you play your friend, they're like, oh yeah, this game's cool, and then you just do stuff that's like, this is a low, this is overhead. You're like,
yeah, like
I didn't play it.
Like if you had no backstory or context to the character, visually looks like a low. No.
Dash from 5B works. Hey, that's good.
Immediate burst.
Oh yeah, into immediate ribcage.
Oh, but that barrier is going away, so detonate. Get some of that barrier back so you can do ribcage again on the next wake up. Oh, drop combo, but it's a reset.
American reset. From a
yeah, sometimes shit happens.
That's how you
out.
Extra power.
All right, now you got out of the corner. There we go.
Go.
Okay.
Nice. Gonna be getting a little bit of health back too. Thanks to his drive. That'll actually help him survive the next hit if he does get okied up.
A blood side.
One thing I'm actually surprised by. They're doing a lot of delay techs in
Next
the
hit,
corner at this
gonna be
point,
getting a little bit of health back
right?
to drive.
Just in general for the set. I'm surprised he didn't like 2A, like 5A to check. Or like 2A, 2A, like wait for tech and then see what they like do.
That'll actually help him survive the next.
I mean, the 5B works there.
If he does
I don't know about the
get up.
5D exactly because it does expose that gap for the dead spike, but they were not reacting to it, so it's kind of whatever.
Nope, just hold
Safe
this.
jump.
Oh, he tried
Just
to bait out
roll
something.
2B.
He got to
And this is fine, right? You just kind of have to hold firm here.
Oh my god!
Ooh,
Oh, we're
she's
moving.
moving.
He doesn't
Yeah.
hit anything.
Bitch, that's all just
So this is kind of what I'm saying here, right? Is that you do a lot of 5D anti-air, right? But the problem is that because it's in your autopilot, in sequences like this where you're trying to kind of confirm off of these awkward stray hits, it leaves you very exposed. And you kind of don't have much to go for. Had you gone for like 6A or like a double jump here, it would have worked out a bit better even on whiff. Oh, bye Tux. See you around. But yeah, like it just would have worked out a little bit better. There's like, all right, I'll spoil. There's like 2 to 3 miss wins in this sequence. But yeah, but that's kind of what I mean in terms of just like different things you may want to autopilot just for consistency.
moving.
5D doesn't hit anything.
Bitch, that's all
Nightmare
just
attempt,
chance.
it's
Gotta
fine.
get him on the back.
Hey,
Oh.
triple overhead. Oh no, I see the flashing Ragnar.
JBOD, the Infernal Divider is death. No, I feel. But I'm just saying it's just kind of like, it's just one of those things where like a different thing to like autopilot into would be better in general for like consistency's sake.
Anti-air.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I think that's the first 6A anti-air he
Ragnar
does.
portrait after my.
Throughout the entire set, this is the only 6A that I can remember that he did for an anti-air. You also overshot the JC, sadly. But yeah.
Anti-air.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Okay, you burst here. Yeah.
Go. The goated.
Do we want to talk about it? There's a lot of pain and suffering here. I'm not going to lie. I can only assume that this was one of those momentum moments where you really wanted to take the round, but you kind of autoed into something that just really, really was not wise. I would have been fine if you did Hell's Fang RC, because that would be less resource intensive and it's less bad on whiff. But this is not ideal. Because most people are gonna, jump forward or something here, or block. Were you looking for like an active mode set or rib cage? CS mystery hip hop. What the whatever, man. No. You don't want to. That's not the wave to me. This is just YOLO. So you get RC. Yeah, but here's the thing. You could have spent less resources to do the same thing had you done Hell's Fang. Realistically, it's about the same as an option, right? But it doesn't cost 50.
Yeah.
Wow.
The goated.
Right? Like, if you did Hell's Fang here, it's like, oh no, it whiffs. Hit higher than expected. No, I get it, but most people here are just gonna like jump forward, barrier, or Izanami's gonna jump up, float. Right? Like, it's just, or just block. They're not really gonna like, or they're gonna go into active mode maybe. But again, that's like, you're hoping for them to do something like that, right? Like, it's not ideal.
Word.
Right?
Word. All right. We're out here. We're out
We
here.
go like that.
Spits are set, ribcage is set, right? Air throw whiffs here,
Listen, what-
and they caught you on the landing with the 2B. Also, react super is a thing. Yeah, they could have reacted and gone for like reversal super as well.
Trip guard.
So yeah, and then they hit you with the 2B there.
The 2B trip. Let's go, Hicchan.
I would be in, I'm not gonna lie, I would also be in great distress. This would have me pissed
You see
off.
that? The
I would
Brazilian
be
pop-up.
crying in the club. I'm not gonna lie.
I was debating getting up to go up and,
Yeah.
and hug him. 'Cause that's
Like,
my
this
boy.
nigga did a fucking
But
airplane? What are we doing
I don't
here?
know if I would get stopped or
are we
not, so I'm not
doing?
gonna take that risk.
Put your mask back on.
It's like security just tackles you
Bro,
on your way.
Why did he pat you on the
around
shoulder?
Here, but I know they're lurking.
Shake your hand at
They've
least.
been lurking. Like, I randomly came out once and I just saw the
Yeah.
security guard like
Check
made eye
Airlines,
contact. I was like,
truly.
I didn't know you were over here.
They're always there, bro.
But yeah.
They're ninjas. Jamaica hired ninjas.
He actually hired ninjas this time around.
Either way, I mean, you hit top 8, so congrats to that. It was very cool. But I hope some of this stuff at least kind of points out some of the habits that you have when you're panicky and maybe like you should take some time to figure out how to reduce that feeling of panic, right? And sometimes dead ass, like you're on a stage, like it just nerves will hit you, and you have to kind of I suppose you have to just experience it and just kind of work on techniques to kind of keep cool in those situations. Other people here have far more tournament experience than I do and experience on the stage, so I can't speak to it a lot from personal experiences, but this is just what I see. And there's also just a few habits that you may want to change such that at the very least, like even when you're panicking, like you have better options that you're automatically going for that don't like lead into something like disastrous happening. But sometimes tournaments have to be like that. It is what it is. Okay. So we have Trinhaucracy versus LaowPing. This was a funny set. I'm gonna go through this set a little quickly. So this is LaowPing versus Trinhaucracy. I have no idea who Trinhaucracy is. I think they're just an Arakune that happen to do pretty well. LaowPing is a former Terumi main that has picked up Naoto as of around rollback. And they've been playing a good amount. No Susans. I don't know. Get your passport and pay $1 bajillion for an airport. Anyway, for flight. Anywho, this set is weird. Part of it is because of the matchup in particular. For those unfamiliar, Naoto's routing is really bad on Arakune in particular. So a lot of his ideal routing doesn't really work as well. Oh, you're going to see Otaku? Hell yeah. Okay, I'll probably see you there then. I'm likely going to see you. I'm likely going to Taku. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go O2. Amazing expectations. All right, I'll see you in top 8. So usually you can't really do that, and you have to know the kind of the specific things, right? So LaowPing's learning this character. Also on that, this set is very funny because of the first game alone. I'm gonna let it play out. You'll kind of see why.
Despite great rush down capabilities, some of the best mix in the game, helpful. That shorty is fragile.
Yes, so, but thank God.
Yeah,
honestly, thank God.
Yo,
because if he had average life.
Nah.
This is kind of like somewhat awkward here. I don't know what the heck this purple throw is going on here. This first game is goofy. It gets better. Trying to go for Rekos in order to kind of catch Trinhaucracy moving.
Nice.
Alright, he almost has half curse on Naoto. Have to be a little bit careful.
Oh! There it is. Nice tag!
Alright, they might be off deflecting. That tech was really fast.
That tech was crazy.
I don't like the 5-8 DP here. Arakune's in curse. Arakune has a bajillion ways to bait, like, literally anything the moment curse pops. This is just not a good decision, but that person fumbled.
Oh, yeah.
They also fumbled, like, a confirm here, so... Even getting hit like that in curse, that is, like, a best-case scenario, quite frankly.
Tries to bait a dead angle. Nope. Overhead.
Oh, yep. Oh, nice rapid
KiraZX. Not really what you would want here.
Not gonna do it. Gonna get counted. Oh yeah.
All right, jump away.
Until I go over Monarch set. Okay, we're gonna talk about this super until I go over Monarch sets. I already went over one Monarch set. Okay.
Do it. Gonna get counted.
Yeah, Naoto versus Arakune scuffed because of the like hit confirms that Naoto like has to like change up on Arakune. But if I remember correctly, I think some of the Naoto mains compiled some of the like better like some like Arakune consistent confirms, but I forget all the details. You'd have to ask them. Okay, we're gonna talk about this super.
All right, jump away.
All right. Ajot's already in the chat screaming, so I will explain this. Okay. This super apparently used to be absolutely like messed up. It hit low and it hit faster. The thing about this super is that you actually can move during the super flash. You actually can move during it. Arakune has to do specific setups and catch specific techs in order to string into this. You honestly get to just dash out most of the time if this super comes out. It's absolutely fake. This is a knowledge check and a half, right? Like, he's sitting here and blocking. Notice how throughout this entire animation, he starts the barrier, right? I think he blew through his air options before it came out. Let me double check real quick.
Yeah.
All right, jump away.
Yeah, he blew through his double jump, right? But at this range, Naoto could literally just smash her here. You could smash her here, you could dash up and just get out of there, right? Like, Naoto does not have to hold this.
Slightly.
But he sits there and just blocks it, and now Curse builds up. Do not ever hold this super if they don't know how to set it up. Yeah, that's what I was saying. He can fall and do Smasher. And I think it would actually counter hit Arakune coming down. Or he can still just dash out of there. So either way, you do not have to hold the super. Like, just know that.
Oh no, he went into the bug.
Like enhanced DP. Yeah, you can fall and do enhanced DP.
Oh, cross up bug.
But yeah,
and finding this character
this
is
is
so hard when you curse.
That is not a super that
as long
you
as
should be
you're
holding.
blocking a
And I
bug
don't
and there's enough
think
meter
the
on
commentary
screen,
realized
you can just
that.
teleport
but
left,
that's okay.
right. He also has a guard crush bug that you have to keep track of. That
5A anti-airs.
You're not
Jesus
trying to see
Christ.
all that when you're blocking this character.
Oh, yeah, nice. Oh, and there's the grab. Not going to get tagged. Oh, yeah, those dash cancel combos.
Going for the slightly simpler versions of these confirms, but it's still good damage.
Anime lines behind him. Overhead.
Oh, yes.
Oh, immediate burst. That's the 20% life burst that I can run this back.
All right, yeah, now it's an even game, actually.
Not anymore.
Oh, yeah, you did go for
Oh, yeah,
this.
get that.
Oh, wait, that didn't kill. Double
overhead just takes it.
That's another perfect, my friend.
Yo, the perfects in top 8 have been going crazy. All right. And LaowPing looks like he's doing a lot better in neutral now. Gets some nice super jump around. All right, keep up the string. We're going to go for the grab.
Nice TRM there. Funny enough, we hadn't seen any other TRMs like in the bracket. We hadn't seen people like TRM like explicitly, which is kind of funny to me.
Some buttons when I'm throwing you, fam.
Exactly. Nah,
most people are just kind of pressuring around it and maybe waiting for barrier flash.
% of your life.
All right, no roll. Just, hey, not blocking long. Wake up.
DP knockdown.
Oh, yeah. Hit, the block. Hey, air hit, no confirm after.
Oh, look at that. Ooh, into the charge jump D.
I actually like the charge JD there to change momentum. That's pretty cool.
They're like, I need to play the game right now.
I love the enhanced record there.
Oh, the two-way, not
very cool way of punishing the bug there.
Another perfect. Double overhead, guard cancel.
Oh, my goodness. Stop.
Wake up bird, which I don't understand. I would burst here, yeah.
He's like, no.
He's like, oh.
That burst is, no.
You just got caught not blocking.
No.
You are not playing the game today, my friend.
We're not going to play this game.
From this point on, LaowPing gets immediately comfortable, and this becomes kind of a wash.
Real great adjustment.
I mean...
All right, apply curse quickly.
I'll give you less to work with.
Oh, this. Watch the fall. Oh my goodness, much more right. No!
Nice
What a
2C.
cloud.
Yeah, good 2C anti-air on that jumper. Uh-oh. And that's the cloud. Arakune has 3 clouds. One that follows him, one that follows you, and one that hovers above
Gets the
you.
JD here. Not really much to speak of, honestly. It's just kind of awkward neutral interactions.
Oh my goodness, yeah,
Gets hit, 5D, blah, blah, blah. Again, this time he's going for the Phantom Pain sequence.
Yep.
Bit more damage here.
Oh yeah, I like that. We were just waiting. We're going to react. We'll see options.
Oh, teleport out. Oh, you're back in the corner.
You put yourself back in the corner, brother. Don't do it.
I didn't know he played RS games.
Oh, nice.
One thing that I'm actually surprised by is that Arakune has, I believe it's, I always forget if it's 6B or 4B, but he has a move that guard points body property moves.
Do it.
I'm kind of surprised that he wasn't looking for the gaps after 5D to opt for it. I don't know if he has to IB the 5D and wait for the dash cancel, but any of Naruto's moves after that 5D dash cancel are all body property. So he can guard point that, actually. Arakune can guard point that and kind of counter hit you for it. But he never presented that option, so LaowPing just kind of gets to reset pressure like this. Pop CRC here, block on the 6A. But again, like, see this?
Oh my god!
Oh, it doesn't matter because you got hit baiting the
Gauge is low.
Overdrive.
This man clicked throw on Arakune OD activation, which is absurd, but it's okay. He did not die for it. Amazing blocks here. I don't think this guy has like our dirty Arakune setups, surprisingly.
Get out of here with buttons.
Click on the 2A, you might just raw lose the game.
RC. This is that angle. Yep. Oh, runs forward, gets past the cloud. Hey.
Nice carrier right there.
All right, LaowPing's doing great versus this character. I talked to him yesterday. He was like, man, I'm playing Arakune. I don't know what I'm supposed to do versus this character. And I'm like, you're Naruto. You can kind of formulate a game plan. He's like, nah, I'm going to get cursed a lot. I'm like, but you got to persevere. You got to get through this.
Oh, nice. Oh, my goodness.
Let's try
JD.
JD. That's just awkward neutral exchanges.
Oh, wow. Jumping actually connecting right there.
Yep, gets a full confirm too. Very nice.
All right, cool.
What do we got here? Again? Oh, you know how I know LaowPing is confident now? Before, they were just waiting to react to whatever option was going to happen. Now, offensively taking like 2A on wake up. That's actually really good.
Oh, doesn't get the capture grab, was blocking. Good defense from LaowPing.
Stop.
Oh my god, the 6B.
Oh, we're flow. Don't get hit. You actually die.
You can also tell
Alright, trying
LaowPing
to
is
get away
comfortable
from
to kind of
that,
touch on what
Cloud here
Kusik
to-
said. Based on the
Yeah,
drive
yeah,
usage,
yeah.
he's using it a bit more actively in order to kind of
Oh, yeah, all right.
cover a lot more options that cover a lot more
Oh,
space
no.
that Trinhaucracy wants to stay at.
Oh yeah, we're
Nice
getting
GD there.
mileage on that move.
And he's
Okay.
a lot of the JBJA. Like, it's working to get him this
Set
pressure started.
right here.
but, you know,
Very nice.
Just a note.
All right, LaowPing takes it 2-0.
But yeah, that was a quick set. All right, I'm gonna go to the who's glad when they fight Aracune. Yeah, but you also play Susanoo, who has amazing air-to-air buttons, and you can also kill him faster. Like, I don't know. We don't talk to Hibiki players either. Hibiki like apparently has a fantastic time against Aracune because his air-to-airs are so potent, as well as like S. But also people just don't like getting cursed. So let's continue on with the sets. So now we got DGF versus Hicchan. So now DGF playing against yet another top tier. So fun, so fun.
Oh, we didn't even go button check. Oh, this. Oh.
Oh, they went in.
Yeah, this the raw diggity dog. Okay. No, they actually said we need to speed run. They said, yo, CBS took too long. We got speed
No,
run.
we got you.
We got you.
We got you.
Oh my goodness. And right now, doing great on
Yeah.
these jumps to avoid the pins.
So right now we're just seeing a bit more grounded
they're
movement
there.
against Season now.
All
I'm
right,
trying
so
to just
DGF's
pick a
kind of
spot
waiting.
to wait
Oh, he's
for.
waiting for Hicchan to overextend.
Trumi also has
Stop.
the
That
back
was
6A,
good.
so yeah, he can kind of play around
we
the
go for
interior
more
game
mix.
a bit better.
Overdrive,
Get
jump
off
back. Jump back
Ooh,
again.
oh, stop.
Beating it out, but he
no
went for the
punish.
5D.
That's not safe. Yup.
I don't know why
Yeah,
he went for
busy
60
medium
there,
burst,
maybe
trying to play the
nerves or
game.
misinput.
Come closer to me.
Be careful about
Plus
throws.
frames.
Oh,
Nice
nice
tap.
tackles. Damn. All right. Oh,
Oh, can't take a hit though.
That's a
Oh
throw.
my goodness.
can't take all the throws. All right. Terumi's gonna get a bunch of meter from this.
Uh-huh.
You have to be careful. Oh, wake up 2A.
Y'all go. Stop. That was so.
It's an overhead.
Oh,
Oh, but we dropped combos. It's okay.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fuzzies.
Don't worry, it's a Brazilian reset. he's learning from the U.S. as he fights. Oh yeah, learn about
Yeah, ribcage and neutral.
Oh,
God.
where you going, bud?
That's the problem with
I
ribcage
just
and
want to
neutral.
shake
When you
your
get
hand.
clipped
Yeah,
by
be
it,
careful,
it
because
still
Terumo
works
just
out
have
for
100
Izanami
meter.
anyway. It can be very frustrating.
Oh,
Wait, you got his burst back
This is
there.
okay.
All right. Exceed Excel. Should do like, what, 2,000? Yep, it's 2,000. Roll back. Immediate ribcage. Dash up.
Command drag.
TRM with the command grab. Wait, he didn't die.
wait, what?
He thought the bits would kill at the end. Rasengan.
What? Stop.
Uh-oh.
Don't lose like this.
Uh-oh.
No.
Be careful.
Don't. Yeah, we're
This is a
swinging.
lot
Yo,
of
we are swinging. We
scrambles.
need it.
Ah,
I just need one touch. I just need one touch.
Oh,
Shit
hey,
out.
this is the Agumon rapid cancel.
that's pain. That is rough.
That was almost scary.
Usually when it scrambles like that, you start panicking as the player, like, please stop chasing me.
6A.
Please get away from me.
Just run up 6A. My goodness.
He actually has a really good answer. He has one of the better answers in the game. It's just he's lacking a lot of other stuff.
Yeah. Listen, you gotta use the tools you were born with, or developed with, I guess. Uh-huh.
T2D whisk.
Oh.
Wow,
Okay,
that's
no
2A.
confirm.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wake up 5A. Let's go.
Uh-huh.
And this is just
It's
tragic.
time for the okie dokie.
Yep, even though you're not
This is
getting
basically
a lot
gonna
of damage
force
on
a
5A
resource
starter,
out of
it's
DGF
this that you
more
care
likely
about
than
as the
not.
Izanami player. Oh, we blocked those. Guard crush.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
and got
that's a
thrown
riot
for
throw.
trying to
But
escape it.
she's out of barrier. Oh, this is actually really
Force
bad for
out.
Hicchan because
Oh,
watch
no.
how much damage this does.
I know.
20% increase
And
is
you get a
going to be
combo
good. Lots of meter to play with
All
as
right.
well.
Back up, no overhead. Nice.
Ooh.
No throw there.
Looks like he's trying to just
holding
keep the
down back
pressure
for their
very
GLIs.
OD safe.
What? These blocks are amazing.
That's
Hey,
easy
overhead,
though.
no combo.
Jesus.
Overdrive through, 2B. Terumi's just like, screw it, I'm just gonna keep my turn.
It's like, yeah, it's always my turn. Oh,
Yeah, it looks
and
like he
the
was looking for
close
the
up
EA
right
there,
Uh-oh.
but I think
6A counter hit, no
Hicchan
combo.
tried to opt
Rolls back to
for counter assault, and so they got
Always my
6
turn.
by
Oh, and the
accident.
close up right
Take a look.
Terumi's just like, screw it, I'm just gonna keep my turn.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely a counter assault input. That got turned into 6B, but because it was an air hit,
My turn.
DGF could not confirm off that with 2B.
Oh, and the close up right there. It's like,
Uh-oh. 6A counter hit, no combo. Rolls back to mid-screen. 6A again, no combo.
it's like, this is a no-fly zone.
Yeah,
man.
DGF not hit confirming into that
Oh, wait, she just
2B.
put up ribcage raw.
I don't know how fast he has to
Oh
get
my
into it, but yeah, that was...
Like,
Yeah. Those are the kind of situations you have to
Oh,
call
wait, she
out,
just
though,
put up
right?
ribcage.
Like, sometimes Izanami's to go for these like kind of mix-up options, and it's like, oh, well, you're actually incredibly minus. Your bits
Draw
did not
dog.
come back. Fuck you.
Oh my god, no one throw!
Anyway, that's
yes, you can throw ribcage.
Spin meter? Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go.
Spend meter, get meter, baby.
All All right, one round apiece. Looking pretty good for DGF. Somehow overcame that Izanami onslaught.
Yo, absolutely. That was amazing. I like the minute you got his turn. No. You're staying here.
Yep.
Regardless.
All right,
Not sure what he got caught
not
trying
ready
to do
to
there
block.
by the falling normal.
Tried to
Maybe it
jump
was like
on
a
wake up,
6A
got hit on
attempt,
jump
but
Stardust.
wasn't quite invuln on time. I don't know.
Live in.
Either way, now it's time
Alright.
to take Izanami off.
Ribcage again? No, just setting up bits.
Off the
Go
ribcage,
slow.
I-
That, see,
surprisingly.
the
that was
hard do
cool.
nothing is so scary because you're like, you're going to do something, and then she just falls, and you're like, oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. We've been tricked, bamboozled, and quite possibly deceived. And right now, Tiago's looking good.
Oh
Duran
my-
is a fireball.
Yeah. He tried to dash under it there,
And right now,
which I like as an idea, but the problem is that the fireball tracks you.
Yeah.
So he tried to jump up early, but he got caught by it falling down. Had he done like dash barrier break, perhaps he would have skated past and been fine. And then 6A during the recovery or jump up and hit a button. But
Oh my God.
unfortunately, life is not a very fair thing.
Sometimes running the fireball is optimal. Oh my god.
Just goes for the slide,
yeah, it's not.
and we're gonna go back to
Let's go.
now.
This might be the elongated.
We're mentally resetting.
Oh! Damn, you went from one version to
This one.
Yeah. So there's just better
Must-
neutral options available to
Second form,
DGF.
Spider-Man action.
Alright, so now Hazama has way better movement, command of the air, able to just zip around and
Yep.
have to use the chains, but every time you don't successfully hit the character with the chain, you do lose access to that counter you see down there. And it doesn't matter because DGF is just not able to block anymore.
So the big problem
Immediately
here
bursting
also that they didn't mention is that Hazama has no reversal outside of OD. So you have better neutral tools available and you have better anti-airs, but this is also even more momentum based. Like if you drop the ball here, you're in an even worse position than you would have been in with Terumi, with the exception of the counter assault being not complete garbage, right? So it's just something to note here that like even with 50 meter, you could argue that Hazama's still in like an equally as bad, if not worse, situation than Terumi would be. DGF dropped a ton on Hazama. I don't remember.
I don't want to have to block her anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, just goes for the full screen fireball. I don't know, man.
Oh,
Goes
nice.
for the B chain. The big thing about B
Oh,
chain
yeah,
is, of
James,
course,
buddy.
that it's projectile invuln.
Got the knockdown, 2A.
So he does get to kind of
Ooh,
move around the
wow,
screen
the
with
two
that,
actually
but
hit him out of line.
yikes.
I full confirm in the corner. Mike's, nope, not going to spend any meters. Just going to get the ribcage piece. Pinwheel set up. Oh my god, I can't see what's happening.
I absolutely cannot see.
6 CRC, you know the vibes.
Oh, we tried to. I
drop
thought we were
combo?
going for a reset grab right there.
Alright, this dead angle put her back into the corner. Ooh, and Hicchan doing a good job of moving.
Wow. Punish
And-
each one of those.
Yep, and punish the landing recovery with the 2B. So DGF is not dead, but guess what's coming?
Mix. Oh, okay.
Oh my,
Oh.
just air dashing at me, bro.
Yeah, zips out of the corner. Very good.
Oh, wow.
Nice J's to protect himself on the
Oh,
landing.
nice.
Got a hit with the chain, no confirm afterwards.
Drop
I
though,
don't know. I don't
sadly.
think this might have been the pick to do, brother.
Well, he does have, Hazama does have much better movement, but if you're not practiced,
I don't think this was something that got pulled out in the tournament earlier.
especially, even if, even
The
if
big
you
thing
played
here,
it
though,
yesterday,
also, is that because Hazama has this movement, he can also just kind of dash around, frankly, if Hicchan opts for these, like, full-screen rib
you
cages.
still have to play it on the same day.
So you can see that Hicchan
you're ready.
immediately, like,
But-
disabled it and,
Oh,
like, went for
gotta pull
bits
it
and said,
through.
oh, okay, cool. Like, this is how I have to play
Alright,
it out
just
a
trying
bit
to
more.
keep Hicchan at bay.
Trying to go for the
DGF,
fireballs to catch him
Doing a
out.
good job of avoiding the
I
hits there.
don't know,
Nice.
but yeah.
He's able to dive. 12
Caught
seconds
with
left.
the skull, unfortunately.
I'll be honest. I like the increase.
And even then, that was
movement,
just
but
a-
at the same time,
that
I
was
don't think
just
his
a timeout
offense
scenario,
is
really.
as strong as it was with Jeremy.
Yes.
Especially if Jeremy is what got you the top pick. Oh,
Oh,
Purple
there,
throw, wow.
there's a purple throw.
I think he was looking for an air TRM and then just was not prepared for
But
it
he's
to
still
land like
winning
that.
his matches, though.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
exactly. Victory by any means.
Uh-oh, overdrive.
Oh wow.
Damn, the bitch put in work.
Bits don't forget to donate the bits. They do the bits put in work. And you-
Aye.
Caught low
I
there.
hate that move because it starts as a low and then goes as an overhead. And in your brain, you're like, why is this first part a low?
Yep.
You're like, this should not be a low, but the game's like, sorry, buddy.
No. You'll be alright. Woo. Oh, nice. It
Gets
is.
sniped, now in the corner.
G2 for B. Dang, that's a
Not
nice
block
cross
that.
up.
Yep.
All right, should
Alright,
get
as long as you
50
confirm this
meter
round should be
if
over.
meter penalty doesn't last too long, but
Oh.
She's free.
proration.
She's free.
Oh, nope,
Got it,
not
though.
free enough.
Okay,
Still in
cool.
Daytona.
Yeah, Adrian,
That's
I
what
can
it
see
is.
where you're kind of coming from. Things aren't nearly as clean on Hazama. I don't think, if I remember correctly, because I don't know what the casuals were like at CEO, but I do know for a fact that a combo breaker, I can't recall DGF opting for Hazama really at all in casuals there. So I don't know how much practice it had going into it, but I still like the idea. I don't know. But it is what it is.
Oh no.
Alright, Hicchan back on match point.
Wow, the fireball.
Tried to be follow-up to invuln
I
through
think
it, but
he
not
extended
quite
his
working
zip
out.
by doing the
Fireball
chain
was
into the
later than he
fireball
was
right there.
expecting.
Wow, blocking all 4 of those overheads. Oh, it's
Fuzzy
Ricky
inbound,
for
probably.
Hey, we're blocking.
Oh no.
Alright. Hicchan
And yeah, again,
detonated
he just kind of
ribcage,
gets to
still
get
down
out of
there
the
in
corner
danger
like that,
state.
which is
They have
good.
no barrier access, so they can't use ribcage.
Oh no.
Alright, this is a
gonna be a lot
fantastic
of
starter,
damage.
but he doesn't have the
Even for a small
all
person.
the follow-ups available, sadly.
Ribcage activation. You don't have any more.
See, this ribcage doesn't make sense.
Even for a small
Let's talk
person.
about it. You're in overdrive.
Uh-oh.
Why would you activate ribcage here? You're against a Hazama that has chains available. Your barrier gauge is about like 25-30%. Hazama's just gonna dash around you. Who cares about the bits? If the bits clip him, he's just gonna get jailed at most, and you're gonna run out of your barrier. You're in overdrive as well. You can just hold forward, use bits, and then block. Right? Like the ribcage here doesn't jive with me. It doesn't make sense to me.
Ribcage activation. You don't have any.
And he immediately disables it, like upon realizing that, right? But he already used the barrier. Now it's gonna take longer. You already popped overdrive, so now you can't get your barrier back if you go into danger state like that. You know.
More barrier left. There we go.
He gets the
Nice
JB though,
confirm
so
with the rising
he's
jump beat.
fine.
Let's go.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, and we're gonna get the knockdown.
Dash up.
Oh yeah.
Contest in the air once again. DGF doesn't have any overdrive available right now, but it's getting close.
Oh yeah, and we're feeling the flow almost at 100 meters as well. Oh, nice. Get off.
See,
Please.
already more
Sacrifice
counter assaults
the-
than DGF was
the
using
chain.
earlier. Because it's
Alright, waiting for
garbage
DGF
on
to
Hazama.
maybe overdrive through a block string. But if you pick poorly, it still
these
doesn't
through the
matter.
fuzzy.
Yep. She gets to just fly away.
Yep.
Bits are still
Hey,
out
listen,
though.
listen, I understand you don't like me having your pressure, so I'm gonna go. Oh,
Uh-oh.
back in.
Alright,
Oh,
loops.
gone.
No.
Combo, let's go. Let's see if Hicchan bursts poorly or not.
All right.
Oh, there's the oh, it's time. All right, ribcage.
But yeah,
up,
again,
time to go.
you can see that DGF kind of knows that Hicchan is gonna. You can see DGF basically knows that this is just gonna happen. But he also literally doesn't have to do anything here. This is an Izanami in the corner. Even if she hurdles herself towards you, like,
Time.
congrats. Look at the barrier gauge. Not only like just purely off the activation alone.
All right,
The bits here
ribcage up.
like don't really do anything.
Time to go.
Now you're in danger state against the Hazama. Yeah, you blew all your chains, but it's 100 meter.
With the
Like,
walk
near
on
100 meter
ribcage
available.
again.
Oh my
Stop.
goodness.
That confirm was amazing.
All right, jump B. Hicchan does. They both have a lot of meter. Dead angle. RC to make it safe.
Jesus Christ.
I'm pretty sure they both tried to throw, and Hicchan did a little bit too early there.
Yo, I know Hicchan is hating.
To throw, and Hicchan safe. Hicchan does. They both have a lot of meter.
I
Dead
don't think
angle.
that was quite the case.
RC.
Yeah, that was a fucking slide attempt. That was either slide or 2B. That was not a throw.
To make
Nah. Not this time. Not this time.
Win, but throw it me.
Oh, immediate ribcage though.
Yeah.
That's still, yeah.
I'm sorry.
You see what I mean here? Like,
Not the real
these
throw,
ribcages
just
don't
me.
get
Oh,
anything done.
immediate ribcage though.
Almost got to confirm off
They
the
don't.
pins.
Your barrier gauge is almost depleted. You caught Hazama without chains, though, so that's pretty damn good. But you popped a lot of barrier to do, like, nothing.
Overdrive.
Oh.
Overdrive back.
Wow.
I don't know why you didn't do
Max not the
anything.
blocker time. That's what
This confuses me, also.
overdrive.
Your opponent popped overdrive. I don't know if he attempted to use bits and then block, but I don't know why he didn't just do, like, 4D. Because then he would have blocked and sent out the bits. And then, like, he's fine. Or held and gone for EA. I don't know what they were attempting to press here, but they just got hit
Drive
while
back.
standing.
Wow.
Did not.
So I really
Max
don't
not the blocker
understand
time.
it.
That's unfortunate. So DGF is an
There's no
actual-
reason for
they're
Izanami
gonna
to
recover
use
the
that
burst at
interaction
a
like
quicker
ever,
rate than Hicchan.
in my opinion.
Nice. After this knockdown.
Oh, rolls up the corner, no contest.
He didn't do the 2-1-4B to check for the late tech.
Rising jump B.
There's one for B there from
Back to the
Hazama. We'll
corner.
check the roll.
Yes, time. To the ball, pinwheel, Hicchan.
No rib.
Just spins, no.
Yep, no rib cage because low on barrier. Wait.
Oh my gosh.
Good blocks.
Yep.
Punish.
All right, good work from
Swap
DGF to
sides.
get the turn back to get it confirmed.
Nice. I actually got the confirm this time. Oh.
All right, that angle, he tries to try to play the game.
Ooh, in the count.
Not holding buttons to tech. Uh-oh,
Back
overdrive.
dash.
Back up.
Damn, he still went for
Get
it.
out of here,
Oh
bits
my
are
God.
doing work,
I'm
but
surprised he
Hicchan
went
still
for
gets
the
hit
C follow
anyway.
Oh my
there.
goodness.
Missed the micro dash, but he was also kind of far
Oh,
for
the
it.
chain again.
Nice.
God,
Getting barrier.
Jocko pulling her right out of the sky.
DGF said, you know what? Yesterday I was
Very
going
good
with this
read.
character. I got you.
I got you, exactly.
I got
You heard us talk some shit.
Yo, you definitely heard us talking shit. Oh, stop.
All right, so DGF's movement a lot better right now, making sure not to get hit.
What a block.
But you can cancel the first part of that move into bits, so that way you don't have to worry about the overdrive after.
Oh my God.
Those are just YOLO 2 and 4.
Bits.
I'm not gonna lie.
To worry about
This person's pressing shit, but they're expecting DGF to kind of walk into
overdrive
it. Yeah, I don't know why he did up chain there.
after.
Oh my goodness.
All
Anyway,
right, rush punch hits. Up drop combo.
Oh, a reset. Brazilian
Yeah,
reset.
reset. Yeah.
Oh my.
jumps the slide, but still get caught by the laser
They do
there.
overtime.
Yo, they actually deserve a raise. Oh, and there's the guard crush. Nothing off of it.
Oh, tries to do an instant overhead, doesn't get anything. There's a dead angle back from DGF.
Yep. Entirely. And now at this point, DGF just trying to get in.
All right, gets hit by bits, doesn't really eat a combo for it, it's fine.
Ooh. Still not going to get a combo, though. Oh, there's overhead.
Alright,
yeah,
forces
first.
the burst out of Hicchan.
All right, Hicchan,
Even if he loses
like,
this round,
I had enough to
DGF,
put up
like, this is
ribcage.
fantastic.
Oh my
But again,
goodness.
But DGF was running away and got
he's not as
tagged.
popular
Oh,
with
yeah,
Cage,
no
but
more ribcage.
putting themselves in a
danger.
dangerous
Erica
state.
Badu. Let me see it. Kids don't know about it.
They did.
Oh, problem with the problem though is that DGF is jumping an awful lot and trying to snipe Hicchan with the chain, but as a result, his chains are not refreshing. So he's actually left with worse movement for longer because of it.
They
And
did.
Hicchan's just not letting him like land those at all and sending bits out to just chip it down like more and more.
Oh, yo, bits have been going crazy.
5A
5A
answer, you love to see it.
Oh, no.
See, like, just run away.
Yo.
Bits are just
But this is just like
bro, you
the
cannot.
advantage.
There's a
just
no fly
playing it out
zone.
correctly.
Rib cage up.
Alright.
Top the block on the way down. There's the overdrive.
I don't know about this
Like that.
OD. Yeah, that OD is not.
Cage up.
The reason why I don't like the OD here is that you don't have a reversal option that kills rib cage aside from command grab super, and you are not going to command grab super in this situation due to the startup of going into stance with bits like with Izanami in active mode. This doesn't really get you anything. You would want to like just lose the round here and then have the overdrive for another situation
Down, there's the overdrive.
because your opponent is down a burst and now you pop OD.
It's still
I mean, Izanami's at like full meter. She's just gonna mix
my
it.
turn. I
You're
don't
gonna get
care.
opened up one way or another.
And while she's still ribcage, even overdrive gets smoked. It's just like, dang.
This is just not ideal because he can't EA there.
All right.
You can't
Yago
EA
Real to
ribcage.
last chance is point for each one. I'm gonna fight. Oh,
All right, more bits putting in work. Yo.
Bits are actually the MVP. Unanimous, like no argument.
All right, push into the corner. Just jumps out.
I'm surprised he did double dash. I think he might have been able to do like.
Give up a little space.
I think he could have done J6D D follow up here
Unanimous,
to follow
like,
up
no argument.
faster and to check for the thing. Either that or he mistimed this because Hicchan just got the fuzzy jump out of there. He had to do something else to follow up and get
Push into
closer.
the corner. Just jumps out.
Right. All right, we're retreating to the mid screen. I like that. Give up a little space so she can't actually escape.
Right. But unfortunately, DGF's now in the corner.
Oh, try to go for
drops
fuzzy.
their pressure.
Oh, you saw the slow Street Fighter jump? It's like,
It's like, I'm just gonna hang here for a while. You're like, bruh, this is an anime game.
It's like, this is actually scary because
Yeah,
I
there
don't know
is
if you
classic
messed up, if you're baiting me,
with
look, it's
slide.
other later. Oh,
Overhead. Yep, gets a combo off of that. Push into the corner.
I like the little double dash.
This dead angle. Nope, I'm trying to play the game. Rib
But
kick goes up
again, like,
immediately.
Oh yeah, which moving?
there's not really
Right
Hicchan's
again,
struggling
bro.
to kind of
Not
get
ready
that
to
hit
take the
in.
throw.
Oh,
But we
stop.
He's trying to cover the space and at least force DGF into an awkward position off the ribcage activation, right?
This dead angle. Nope, I'm trying to play the game. Rib
And you know, like DGF did
Kick
corner
goes up
himself
immediately.
with this, right? And he just dashed forward, which I think is
Yeah, which
good.
moving?
But I don't know, man. BB is a game.
A little double dash.
Hold on a second. Let me. YouTube rewinds are annoying. Would you look at this?
Rising air throw. Not
Jesus Christ. Let me try and. It's over here.
nope. I'm trying to play the game. Rip case goes up immediately.
Oh yeah, which
Whoop! What, JB?
Oh, rising air throw. Not ready to take the throw.
oh
But we
stop.
drop to confirm.
You about hit him with the web of shadows combo.
Fix. All right. So DGF this
Nope.
dead angle. Now they have no meter.
Doesn't
Their
work
burst is
out.
available. Immediate burst from Hicchan. Just like nope, did not hit me. Get out of here. Overhead gets blocked. Agumon pressure.
He's gonna actually give you.
Caught
he
low
has
by the
burst,
unfloat.
though. Thanks to Active Flow getting his burst back.
Oh, there's a burst. Doesn't want to actually be in the corner. Doesn't confirm off the chain hit.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Nice speed on the counter.
That should be the
Stop.
round. Wait.
You gotta get the command.
Wait.
Don't fuck up.
Nice. There we go.
Oh.
Unfortunately for Hicchan, they do not advance further in the bracket, and BGF will play the next person, but give it up for
Yo,
Hicchan.
that's a good sportsman. That's a good sportsmanship
all,
right there.
all the way from Brazil.
Brazil.
Oh, this is Kira.
My man moved the back. Hey,
I didn't really know Kira. Man, look at him. Bad height.
I ain't even seen about the corner of my eye. Trouble.
Yeah, you're not playing the game right.
Trouble.
Yeah, you're
Look
not
at this man. Stance? I don't know. Oh, you don't see the mouse. But look at Kira's stance. Stance of a champion. Stance of a
playing the
champion.
game right.
This is LaowPing versus Kira. I think this one was pretty in. I think this one is a pretty fast set. Oh, whoops.
Who does he play? Lambda.
Let me get back to it. There we go.
Trouble.
Yeah, you're not playing the game right.
What do you mean? It's a molded and nice run underneath.
All right, so LaowPing just chilling.
Keep in
not
mind,
getting hit by
Kira
any
is good
fireballs.
friends
Kira's
with
just
Jiv, and he
one part
probably
of
is.
this,
And I don't know how much they played each
this
other, but
Ragnar clone, as people want to
pretty
call
sure
him,
he has
even
a
though
lot of
he's
experience going into
so much
this
cooler
set.
than Ragnar.
Just look at that. Just right. Oh, wow.
The
Jesus.
upper body inroll for that move is nuts.
It actually is crazy. I know about it only because it's been used against me in a matchup with Astro. So you go for a plus overhead. I'm like, bro, let me just do forward C.
No, he's just like, hold this Phantom Pain for like all your life, and you're like, please. I'm trying to play the game.
Exactly.
Oh!
Nice. Wow.
Yeah,
that close up.
Yes, his
Wow.
his jump C has that habit of crossing up a lot, and people are just like, why does this cross up? Overdrive? No,
Oh,
punish
yeah.
not fast enough.
Oh wait, hold on. Extra properties on my dashes.
Yeah.
And
Kira's
you know
getting
what's bad
clipped
when you
for
get hit by the
pressing
move and you just
authentication.
stand there crumpling?
Yo, that's my favorite thing to watch.
More fighting games need that.
Yeah, absolutely. Crumple combos. We need crumple combos back.
All right, Kira saying, shut all that down. I'm out here. I was the
that
winner
was
side.
cute. Okay, oh, 2A. Oh yeah, watch your overhead. Hey!
Overhead.
Oh, let me tech out. Nothing.
Oh, stop. Oh yeah, record.
Optimal.
Look at that. Oh, I'm gonna drop my combos. Okay.
DP, baby.
Wow.
Oh,
Stop.
my
Sounds
God, we
like
had the
waiting
right
it's here,
call
but-
for the DPRC. Let's go. Oh, we got those.
Oh, we
Almost.
do not have those.
It's cool. She's in the corner, but
Oh.
we matched 5-8 to get. We matched 5B to get out.
Nice cross
Cross
up.
up.
Oh yeah, you're
I
done.
actually wonder.
To get,
what's
we
up
matched
with
5B to
that.
get
Was he
out.
looking for a
Nice
burst?
cross.
Yeah, he like. That's insane. He checked for burst, and in the same sequence, still managed to get the kill with the 5B there. That was cool.
Oh yeah, you're done.
All right, ends the round. Very good from Kira.
All right.
Even during that debacle where they thought they could get out with their full screen DP.
What do you mean my full screen DP into rapid doesn't work?
What do you mean you had the counterplay? I thought there was no
Wait,
counterplay.
you mean accountability for my actions?
Nah, bro, not in the fighting game. Never.
Exactly. This is that PC. Like, wait, hold on. We didn't type. Now we gotta hold this corner pressure. Dancing. Use the right, nice jump.
Rising jump bait, counter hit out of the air. No pasta for you today.
And there's that barrier block right there. Give me the distance to actually get a punish off on that string.
She just slapped you. Like, stop that.
You're just mashing 5A. Really just wants to force LaowPing into EA or like DP here. But LaowPing chose neither and therefore still got hit by it anyway.
All right, that angle. Oh, falling. I love tech buttons, bro. And every game that tech buttons exists, it is so good.
It's an anime specialty, tech buttons.
Bro, tech. But you come from Dragon Ball. You know how degenerate tech buttons is.
In Dragon Ball, tech buttons is probably the most degenerate thing of all time. In top 8, I'm pretty sure 3 people lost to that.
You hate to see it. Or you love to see it if you're degenerate.
He got hit with the air unblockable.
Oh, nice. Gets to confirm right there.
Just not holding barrier, honestly, but these Phantom Pains are working out stunningly.
Oh, and the side switch. Nice. Knockdown. Oh, yeah. I like that. Whip
Bro.
to throw.
TRM?
I'm not sure. No, that was
not
not a TRM. That was a throw counter. Kira pressed the button.
Oh, upper body
Phantom
and motor move.
Yup.
Oh, and the side switch. Nice. Knockdown.
Let's take a look. Let's see. He drops the barrier input and just gets hit. Maybe he started to mash here. Yeah, no, that was just throw counter.
TRM? Stop pressing buttons on my throw attempt, bro.
Oh, save mix time.
Uh-oh.
He
Just
tried to do
option
it.
EA
He
here.
tried to do what you did.
Nothing fancy.
All right, back roll, get back to mid-screen. Overdrive cancel, gets hit by 2B. All right, so LaowPing doing your job. Trade, still has a life advantage.
Absolutely.
But not no more eating those projectiles.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh!
And this definitely kills, yeah.
Yo, I just love looking at Jump D so much.
Bro, this character's so cool.
He is cool. He's absolutely cool.
Like, he's effort, but you're cooler when you put in the effort.
Exactly.
All right. Nice
and
confirm there from Kira. Try to get him to
Nice
stay.
low. Oh, counter hit.
Bro,
I'm still buzzing.
Yeah, it's still my turn, bro. I don't care what you say.
Really good. Jay.
All right, back dash.
Wall out
Yeah,
here.
contested. We got those? Nope.
Oh, we going for mix. We going for mix.
Hit.
Immediate burst from KiraZX is like, no.
I'm surprised Kira
Please
went for
stop
the first
mixing.
here.
Let me go. This is not what's supposed to happen to my character. I don't like being on the end of this.
I was supposed to mix you.
Yeah, exactly. Now come here. Let me get my combo off.
Hey, too high in the air. Hold his DP. Doesn't punish the roll.
Oh, nice. I like that jump area right there. Oh, yeah. Come here, shorty.
Whoa!
Oh.
Gorillas.
Jesus Christ. Let's talk about what happened here.
That jump area right there.
We have the OD activation. Kira, with more than 50 meters, says, all right, well, I will just DP in response to whatever you do. But LaowPing also opts to DP, perhaps trying to beat out that very DP, but the invuln is too long for the clash. LaowPing then clash cancels. Kira does not clash cancel, but instead decides to RC. Then he air dashes back in order to attempt to do something else and start his pressure, probably with a JC here. However, that's a lie. This is the JD startup. Is it JD startup? No, he tries to go for JC. See, the animations in this game are so much cooler than I realize all the time. Goes for JC. Gets counter hit. Or rather, this trades. Hold on a second. Let me. Jesus Christ. Trades with the 5B. Just like that. Then off of this, LaowPing then gets a dash up 5A, catching Kira's landing.
This move, wait, you got hit out A by 5A? We got those.
Wait, hold on. Stop.
What kind of nasty, though? What kind of nasty?
Yo, LaowPing. Oh, that was kind of nasty.
Yeah.
Which is just kind of nuts. But
He's
like,
like,
Kira's
check me
looks
out.
completely unfazed. LaowPing also looks like he's kind of just
bro,
chilling.
he does nothing, and then he smooths on you. You're like, all right, I misspoke.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Right now it's 1-1.
That's speed.
Kira's going to get the first hit. It's a knockdown.
Hey,
Wow.
not blocking. Oh, wake up. Come on.
Yeah, we don't do that. We don't do that here. Huh? Oh, you're taking a nice bit of damage. Into the setup.
All right, blocks the crescent explosion.
Yep. Oh, there's the garbage. Gets nothing.
See.
Wow. Oh.
Rapid keeps his turn, presses 2B, gets up to front afterwards. Let's see if LaowPing decides to burst after or just holds the open.
I think at this point you hold the burst. There's too much of a life that's
Two
right
D
there.
press
Unless you get
there.
that
I think he was
combo,
looking for another tech.
You gotta hold on to that
Not
burst.
sure.
Yeah. Yep. I like it.
4B, that's minus.
Oh, you saw the walk back defense?
He got hit by the instant
My
overhead.
goodness. Oh,
Oh, we took those. Oh, chance.
Chance time! Chance time! Mario Party is chance time, baby. Oh,
Nice
No,
2As
it's
there.
smash time,
Good
bro.
contest.
It's smash time.
LaowPing's been opting for
I
a
was
minus
like,
6A in his
I
pressure, so
got
that's a
I
good
got forward to that.
thing to challenge.
Exactly.
I could lose the stock. The gorilla can go away.
But it's set point for Kira. Doing pretty well so far. But except they're in the corner. Fade away jump beat. Bro, she just flings her sword and it hits twice and you're like, come on.
Listen, little girl gorilla character, bro. They can't help it.
Oh!
Wow. I think he still managed to dash cancel.
All right,
Stop.
6C
Clashing
confirmed.
with 2C is...
Are you kind of nice? Yeah, you're kind of nice.
He is kind of nice.
Didn't get the enhancement
Oh,
there.
we kind of dropped.
Oh, no, anti-air gets hit by falling jump beat again.
Oh, and she is in active flow. This one's really going to hurt.
Presser setup.
hold
Wow,
his
still
wiggle DP.
DPs anyway.
Doesn't punish the roll again. Falling
Oh, my
buttons.
goodness.
Just keeping her there.
Good job
Dead
jailing,
angle.
but
Yep.
not really much follow-up after the fact.
All right, LaowPing has almost 100 meter.
Ooh.
Very, very cool
What a
2B
block.
setup.
Over. Oh,
6A, that's foot in bone.
6A win over the 2A from Naruto.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, doesn't die. Chance. Blocks the overhead. Dead angle. It's my turn. I'm trying to play the game.
He's like, I'm trying to play. Please let go of me. Whoa, what a jump barrier.
There it is. That was
Gets
awkward
hit by
there.
2B on
The
landing.
2D whiffed.
Good job.
Jump barrier.
Dead angle. It's my turn. I'm trying to play the game.
He's like, I'm trying to play. Please
Right.
let go of me.
So Naruto should have her dead to rights with a falling JB or JC here, but he doesn't go for it. He attempts to block the crest, but it actually whiffs. And then he gets caught trying to mash afterwards because he just realized what happened.
Oh, what a jump barrier.
Gets hit by 2B on landing.
Oh.
Good job.
Anyway, we're going into a completely different set. This is now Rio versus Monarch. Now, remember when I said Rio?
Whew, since
Relius
2010.
May?
Since 2010.
Yes. All right, winners.
Here we go. This is now going to be Monarch versus Rio, Relius versus Lambda. This one's a
Final
doozy,
Monarch
honestly.
playing Lambda and Real Relius. So for those of you who don't know, Relius is another puppet character, but his the ability to use his puppet is a little more together with him. It's not as disjointed as Carl, where she's like obviously on the screen at all times. Hey, but Buzz,
It's a wheeling
as you
round
can see,
start.
she's like obviously on the screen at all times.
What was going on there? He looks like maybe attempted to go for JB.
Hey,
But
but
the
Buzz,
wheel's over
as you can see, the Buzz wheel comes out when you put in a special input for her, and usually she'll just hover there. However, the downside to playing this character is that her meter goes down way faster than Carl's own meter, so you have to be very good at managing Ignis whenever you're playing.
Oh, it makes sense.
That's not quite the case. The thing is, with the CF2 changes, Ada's meter drops down considerably faster. But the big thing is that Ada's on the screen at all times, so if you hit her while she's active, it decreases faster. The big thing is that certain Relius specials cost a lot of the gauge, but those aren't ones that you're going to see very often, such as like 236D. 2D costs a lot of gauge, but you're really only using that to set up a lot of BS scenarios or like certain mix-ups. But otherwise, really the most special you're going to see from Ignis, the most specials you're going to see from Ignis and normals are going to be like 6D to keep Relius plus at like all times while she's out, or threaten a frame trap or plus frames off of anything, or wheel, or 214C. Really, you're not gonna see Ignis really like drain herself unless it's like constant usage, which you can do as Relius.
His wife, so she's taking more from him.
It's not necessarily like the defining characteristic. It's more that Relius's doll allows Relius to pressure so much and produce so many options that you want to break out of, but he just seals them away, and sets up a little bit of set play, as opposed to Carl, who is just 50-50ing you or unblockable in you.
Hey, I didn't say that. Hey, I didn't say that. Hey, I didn't.
So she's taking more.
Also, don't fall for the classic Relius burst. After bursts, Relius players love doing 214B, 22C because they can kind of string it together, but the delay tech here beats it, and Monarch can dash out. If you emergency tech, you can IBB, and some characters can dash up and hit a button and counter hit. For example, Bullet will IBB 214B, and then dash up 3C for a fatal, Jin can do it as well with like 6C or 3C. Other characters can probably do it with other stuff as well.
I didn't say that. Hey, I didn't say that.
But it's a
Hey, I
common
didn't say
thing that
that.
rally
She
players
took the
do.
kids.
I'm trying to get married, bro. I need to get a house soon. The housing market is nuts.
Yo.
But right now, Monarch is just like, screw all that. I'm trying to win this tournament.
He said, yeah, I got you. Look at the housing market on Blades and Mix Up.
This route should be over.
Hit.
Has
Yep.
100
double
meters.
super.
Do it again.
Oh,
But he
I'm
messed
not
up the
doing it
super
again.
input.
Oh, no.
It's fine,
Fadeaway
though.
jump B, we take those.
Absolutely.
All right, so I don't know how much Rio has been playing as of recent because he, as far as I know, he did stop playing sometime in 2019.
Okay.
And then when the pandemic happened, because he's from Japan, there's not a lot of
Yeah.
ability to go to arcades because a lot of arcades stopped hosting. They started shutting down, unfortunately. But he has been playing for long enough to where he still got it.
Yo, he's definitely still got it. Oh, stop. Oh,
Yeah.
my wife is back. Hold on.
He still has those sick, nasty confirms.
Oh, yeah.
Whew, delay air dash,
Yeah.
double overhead.
Oh,
yeah,
We
he-
blocked the overhead again.
The defense from Monarch, but you can't block the grab, brother.
You gotta tech those. All right, rapidly make sure
Oh,
Ignis doesn't
stop.
die.
Ah,
Yes,
Rising
because if
JP.
Ignis does die, she does
Rising
take way too long to
JC.
recover, and that's a huge
Rally's
hindrance.
buttons are
But Rio's just like,
obnoxious.
I don't
That
need
was-
that for this confirm. I'm mad nice.
That was a perfect.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. Round 3.
Oh, nice. Good jump and dodge. Oh, I like that. He's using the wipe.
Nice
to
5A
stay
in order to
floating
disable
avoid the
Ignis.
projectiles on the ground.
Overdrive. Oh.
But yeah, there it is again, right? Like,
Using
off
the
a
wipe
lot
to
of
stay floating
sequences,
to avoid
even
the
if you're clicking the guard cancel OD,
projectiles on the
you
ground.
know, Lambda can just cancel in the 2-2D off of a lot of stuff. And then just keep her, and then at worst, stay safe. At best, she's counter hitting you on your own overdrive activation, and then you ran out of OD and essentially wasted it.
Oh.
Yo,
All right.
stop.
Jump back parser. Get confirmed.
Oh, yeah. Gravity well in the building. Oh, my goodness.
16.
Gonna get
My
a
chaser,
chaser knockdown.
OP.
Not blocking his legs. Gets hit low.
Oh, don't show the reverse
Knockdown.
Oh,
More
it
spike
might
chaser
happen.
OP.
Yo, it can happen.
block.
Blind spot on overhead. The fadeaway jump.
Can we talk? Oh my god.
it
my
might
This is the
happen.
stuff that I'm talking
Yo,
about. Like,
look, it can happen to you.
Fade away, JC, the JB from Relius somehow whiffs. Not only does he get the JC here, he barely gets the confirm into 60 to pick
The
up.
fadeaway jumping again. Stop. Oh,
Good
set up.
God.
Oh, we feeling the flow. We feeling the flow. We feeling
Yeah,
the
40
flow.
RC 4D.
Oh, don't get chipped.
Wait, we're blocking all
Chip
these
and
overheads.
dip.
It's
Oh,
time. Oh, it was time. It was time to play the game.
Oh my goodness, you saw the
Nice
triple
job.
back that. Stop. Don't touch it.
Disengages, but
Oh, wait,
still
that's
manages
it.
to
Yeah,
5
should be
and
the end of the round
disable
provided
Ignis at the
they-
same time.
No.
Wow. Hold
Be
on
the
a
end of the round
second.
provided.
Wait, hold on. This might be something to learn.
Oh,
He did Logger, 214A, and then 214C. Wow, okay. I actually didn't realize that.
don't touch me.
Oh wait, that's it. That should be the end of the round provided they
Oh,
get the confirm. What the hell?
So he goes for the wheel ender, dashes up, and then calls it. I think he maybe had to call it earlier, but that... Wow. What a mash there. Because that 214C, if Monarch is forced to block it, he's basically taking mix for the next, like, 15 to 20 seconds off a potential dual bio setup.
Oh,
Checks the Ignis immediately, but gets hit anyway.
okay, you want to touch
Still
my
got
life,
hit, though.
son?
It's Relius time.
Oh, yeah.
It's time to block.
Oh, my goodness.
Immediate dead angle. No blocking here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at the barrier just go down. Oh,
Yeah,
But
Monarch
Relius
really
so
not,
looks
like,
like-
pushing himself
Ah.
into the parser, just
But
often
Relius does have a hard time
ship there with
navigating
the
screen
wheel.
because he's not gifted with particularly
Yo, this thing.
fast air dash. He doesn't have any wild movement outside of just being able to hover in the air with Ignis. And he's like, screw all that.
He's gonna walk with his wife.
Just light you here.
He's like, nah, I'm trying to get this bread.
I'm trying to get this right.
Gotta get this bread though.
No, in the novels, it's so funny because like every path you take that has him just ends up as death.
This game, this
Path you
is a
take that
game.
has him just ends up as death.
So Monarch uses the 2-2D to kind of disengage, but the funny thing is that Lychee DP is a projectile move, so it clashes and then loses some of the active frames, but it doesn't matter because Monarch dashes up and goes for the 3C, so it still hits some freaking how.
Ooh.
Forces the burst out of Rio
Let
immediately.
me say, all right, enough of this Aurelius. It's time to pull out the bow staff.
But Monarch has fought against strong Lychees in the past. And they're not a stranger, but oh, that was immediate burst. They were like, I don't want to get Strix no more.
Yep. Oh, I asked not. When there's that fadeaway B again, so good.
Oh,
There it is again. The
angle.
2-2D is amazing at catching some of these defensive
All right,
habits.
might not spin some meter, just might just take the knockdown. There we go.
Yep, definitely. Nice fucking overhead, but I'm
Hard
gonna
to
go
see
low
right
right after.
afterwards.
Oh, set up the blades again.
Spike
Oh,
chaser.
yeah.
The spike chaser blocks the overhead, very nice.
Oh yeah, and we got, oh!
Doesn't fall for the overhead into the low immediate after rapid.
Yeah, it looks like the overhead didn't even make a connect on block. Oh
God.
my!
What an air
Rapid?
throw. What
Yeah.
the
It
hell?
looks like the overhead didn't even make.
He fades back. Lighty's approaching, right about to JA, and still
On block. Oh,
Monarch gets the
my.
air throw there.
Bro,
That is absurd.
B-
I don't know what to tell you. That was
I
crazy.
think going from CF to Strive and trying to do like the air throws, I was like, something don't feel right.
Right?
Steps out with the anti-air drive
Feels
there.
like they took my arm.
Yeah, these four Bs are getting blocked now.
Oh, yeah. Overhead again.
And of course, the moment I say
Alright, gonna
that,
push
it
you all the way to
stops
the corner with
going
this confirm.
I like how Monarch had went from not using overhead to probably just the most we've seen him use it the entire time within 2 games.
Yes, he's trying to make sure that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, that Rio has a lot to think about when he's blocking this character. Oh boy.
Counter song coming up?
Oh, yeah,
Nope.
nice back.
That 60 still hits
Oh, we're
standing.
nasty.
We're kind of snatchy though.
Oh, we're kind of
Getting
snazzy.
out the counter
All
song?
right, dead
No, it
angle.
doesn't.
Rio has a lot of ground to make
Oh.
up, but he gets a raw 5B hit.
He gets a raw drop.
Awkward drop.
Oh, you can't drop
But
it
we
so
tech
down right
buttons.
now. It's too dangerous.
All right, Monarch up 2 games to 0, looking very. They are able to go to Evo this year, play at the side tournament.
Tournament?
Nah, I can't do that, bro.
Some of my best matches have been like that.
You were just off the juice.
Yeah, I've definitely done money matches on
I hope you won them, bro.
$700.
Try to go for the
Yes,
DP
sir.
afterwards.
Immediate
Trying to
versus
catch
Rio.
Monarch
Does
contested.
not want to be
but
stuck in the corner
still.
versus Monarch.
The thing about Monarch
You
is that
Monarch has been switching up everything on these blades.
he's been
right
switching
now.
up his habits a good
It's
amount,
too
kind of
much
like
for Rio.
as Acoustics is pointing out a little bit here. But
Okay, nice. And Monarch
he's still
is
not,
great
like,
with these
gonna
back
mash
dashes to get out of pressure.
cheats
But right now
heavily.
you're gonna get the hit. Here's the setup. I like the combo. And
All right, Staff Oki.
oh yeah. Oh, I'm vibrating. Oh no.
Are you gonna dead angle? No, you're just gonna block your overhead. Very nice.
Monarch is the type that
Forward
doesn't
there,
really
turn
counter
this
himself
off, your overhead
an
again.
absurd
No
amount.
dead angle
He'll
either.
do it eventually,
God.
but
Hey,
you know,
wait.
then there's
He
the
blocked
conch on that
the
influence.
overhead tried to dead angle, and then Rio just still punished him anyway. That's unlucky.
Yeah, I thought the dead angle would be a little bit more active. Okay.
All right, back to the same position. Tries to roll forward.
yeah, now we're
Wow,
not-
counter
Yo,
2B
quick
and still
play.
managed
Yo.
to confirm that.
Look at that. Oh my God. Oh,
Here it is
Fails
again,
the
the
dead angle
2-2D
once
on the
again.
defensive
Very nice
option.
from
oh yeah.
Monarch.
Oh yeah, you're floating. Zero gravity. Into the wall bounce.
Oh.
Oh no.
Tech button from the wall stick. Immediate burst. Monarch wants to win this round right now.
Yep,
Gets
absolutely.
the throw. He
That's
hasn't
why
been
you go for
presenting that option after
Oh, this
parsing
round
very
is
much.
over because Rio does not have his burst back in time. And this is now set point from Monarch.
Yeah, there's no text on Sundays. That's what I'm thinking. Say, for people watch out. Nice, good confirmation.
Done.
They're gonna drop the combo though.
But
yeah.
Rio does have Monarch in the corner, and that's what's
Yep.
very important.
Caught.
Oh no, you put yourself in the corner.
Monarch has no burst
There's a
available.
cross up.
Good
Blocks
blocks.
across, very nice. Monarch retreating back to the corner, trying to get their space back. Oh, overhead does not hit. They get hit by the wheel.
See, wrench on.
Uh,
What we got?
All right, blocks the overhead, very nice. Blocks the double overhead.
Oh my God, he blocked
in the
speed.
dance blocking a very stop.
Very good defense from
He's
Monarch.
staffs up his pressure, but
Oh
There,
still.
so
the
the
throw attack.
throws nuts.
Yep. Oh yeah. Don't
All
worry,
right.
just close range zoning. I'm still zoning you out.
Even though you're right next to me.
You're right next to me. I'm still zoning you. 6 feet at the least. It's the least you can do.
Trying to get across the jump see there.
Block.
Nothing.
Yeah, that just
No
did not
confirm
work
effort.
out. Good
Oh,
challenge.
trying to bait the burst. Damn, that's hard.
Yeah.
Baiting the burst is cringe though. But you know what's not cringe? Baiting that dead angle. All right, you decides the burst.
You know what the craziest part about that bait was? He realized the frame he was gonna get burst and assumed he would burst the minute.
Hold
it
on a
came out.
moment.
That's
Okay.
so
All
big
right.
brain.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
Damn, that's hard.
Yeah.
Baiting the
All right, watch this.
burst is cringe though. But you know what's not cringe? Baiting that dead angle.
I am shocked that they did not point this
All
out.
right.
Look at this. The staff is
You
set,
decides the
right?
burst.
You know what the craziest
Blocks.
part about that bait was?
Like,
He
he goes
realized
up into the
frame
air.
he was
This is a perfect JD angle, right? Unless
gonna get burst.
Lambda clicks 4D, or no, it was 2D. It clashes. Lambda has enough projectile durability on the 2D, so not only does it clash, it gets beaten out, and then The 2D snipes. What the hell? Nobody pointed this out. Why did they point this out?
And assumed
That's
the
insane.
minute it came out. That's so big brain.
Gets a
That's
G2C
what happens
counter
when you
hit.
play a game like this for a long time. You can see everything in 4D.
Yo, actually playing 4D chess. Oh, the combo still going. It's a great setup.
Oh, blocks the overhead,
right.
blocks the overhead.
Yeah.
Oh, we out though. Bye.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're trying to bait out that dead angle again.
Two-way pressure.
Rio not
Rio
popping
not
that dead
ready to
angle.
check the throw.
Counter
And
assault,
Monarch
but it also means that Monarch has
activates
a bit
overdrive
more
and
room to work
advances
with
to
here.
Grand Finals
in terms of
winner's
his
side.
mix-up options.
3-0. Very good. And Rio just like, yes.
He's like,
Damn, he's strong.
he's like, actually play.
Let's move on. We got DGF versus Kira here.
I gotta use the black and red color.
Damn.
Yeah. Actually play Susano Jin and BB Tag. It's actually one of my favorites. I was cheap.
Yeah, you are, bro.
Oh, speaking about cheap, nice good confirmation. Gotta give it the oh!
G2D.
Looked like it was trying to bait out a throw there with a jump to C.
We call those the stutter step overheads. This is when you just stop, do nothing.
DP only hits once when we get our turn back.
Very awkward hit off the DP there.
You see how she's like doing 2A? She's like,
She's like, watch your toes, watch your toes. Oh, nice. I like the delay, keep him blocking in the air. Oh, hold on there.
All right, the crest is gonna go off.
Yeah, I like that. She took away his ability to jump right there by leaving the arc. Beautiful. Projectile. I'll zone you, baby.
I mean, DGF has a life lead, so he doesn't have to do anything crazy. He still has to keep his own.
He's playing terribly. He's gonna. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's gonna go in. Yeah.
Yeah. So you tell the bull he'll win the match by not running at the conquistador.
He's just like, I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna do the opposite.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Stay away. I could be lane. Come here. I'll rush down when I want to.
Exactly. that's a beauty of S. She can actually rush you down really well because she has a lot of instant overhead setups. She has just standing overhead. Her buttons are real big. But DGF weathers that storm, manages to get in.
Was he trying to beat the burst right there?
Either burst, DP, guard cancel, crush trigger, gets a guard break, and because he was close enough, he got a small combo.
Oh.
There's the wake up DPRC. Wait, there's 10 seconds left? When did that happen?
Oh. Wait, he had the life lead. He didn't play lane, no.
And
that's what happens sometimes. Even though you have a sort of significant life lead, it's not too much. Having the opponent come to you is a huge boon because if they have no meter or they have no resources.
Oh my god. Maintain the air option.
Oh,
Just barely. The air dash was too tall for DGF to hit there.
Now, Kira's playing some very clean movement. But yep. Jump at me, bro. Come on, just jump into the wow.
Yeah, that's another good thing about S. Her ground and projectile, it hits you, it gives enough hit stun for her to get a full combo from full speed she runs
up. You better tech next time, brother. That was dangerous.
Just threatening the instant overheads, but just opting for 5A, 5A, 2A.
Do something. She's like, do something. Do something. And then you did something, you got countered, she's like, stupid.
I imagine that's got Devo's voice. I'll be honest. Okay, what y'all say? She definitely got Devo's voice. Oh my
counter right there, so the 2D didn't
with the jump in, 6C, makes it safe
here. Wow, nothing.
By itself.
Wow.
Oh.
Damn, you hard made it that DP.
Yeah.
No, you don't get to play the game.
Nope. Oh my goodness.
I understand the burst here. It's not you just play the neutral out. There's 35 seconds left on the clock. You can delay it by quite a bit, especially if he manages to run into a button. But 6A, yeah.
It's a reset. It's cool.
Yeah, American reset.
Next hit is like death.
I don't know about all that there. I don't know about all that there.
Don't worry, I've checked my 22 in despair the entire time I've been here.
Wait, he's dead.
Oh my god.
He's actually dead.
Oh,
yeah, in overdrive 100 meter, the super not only does it do more damage the more meter he has, he also steals your meter when he does the super. So if you were like, I have 50 meter and if I'm not dead I can do wake up dead angle, nah, it's gone.
Oh my god.
You don't have enough meter for that no more. So,
my Oki actually robbed me with a defensive option. Nice.
Oh. Nice GBB. That's an absurd hit confirm there.
All the way
double dash succeeds.
Yeah, it just kind of like bounces you off the wall, and you're like, why? Like, why? This looks ugly.
That looks so ugly.
Goodness.
He did that version of the combo. Oh my goodness, it's still going. Oh yeah.
All right, another crescent setup. Delay air dash. Trying to bait burst, baiting burst is cringe. Remember. There's an overdrive activation, trying to see what's going on.
So it's less that baiting burst is cringe and more that taking the burst from DGF here is arguably of more value than trying to bait the burst. The reason being that if Terumi is forced to burst in this situation, he could raw just lose the game after the fact. Because Terumi's now forced to play neutral with crippled resources and a crippled comeback, like a crippled ability to come back. So in this matchup in particular, it doesn't make as much sense. This is a situation in which taking the burst is a-okay, right? Like if you take the burst, you raw win the game. Like that's great. But if they're forced to burst, who cares, honestly? Like think about it like this, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, another crescent setup.
Like,
Delay air.
This is where the burst attempt bait is, right? Truby's got 35 meter, below 30% health, so he's going to get meter passively. But taking away the burst removes overdrive and removes the complete robbery potential of the character, right? And Kira also has OD available as well. In theory, he could have routed differently in order to like go into an OD confirming kill, because Kira does have OD confirms. That man knows how to kill people. But the fact of the matter is, just getting Terumi's burst here, I think, is a-okay. And if they decide to like, and if they think they're, and if they try not to burst in order to be like, hey, like I know you're gonna steal it, you might just raw win the game off of that like interaction, right? So the die is kind of more in your favor to just go through with the confirm, especially when you're literally at full health. You have full health, you have Borse, you have like over 50 meter. Who cares?
Dash. Trying to baiting burst is cringe, remember?
That's why it's
There's
more
a
ideal. Because now Trumi gets to pop overdrive. Now, thank God he pressured well, so we got guard cancel. So Kira pressured well, so DGF is forced to use guard cancel OD. But still, like, there is robbery potential available here.
Drive activation,
you don't really want to. You want to minimize Terumi's chances.
And Kira doesn't really have to do anything.
But,
no.
you know,
you got a barrier block in the
Kira's good.
air, friend.
It's really it. Kira's good.
There is a situation where if you're trying to block in the air without barrier, certain ground wearing barrier.
Yeah, Fox is just explaining that
I
certain
feel
grounded
like one
normals
of
are air
them is,
unblockable. It's really it. You have to barrier them.
Certain anti-airs, is that right?
Yes. Yes. So if you're just jumping in the air and you don't barrier, you just get clean anti-air and you're like, oh no.
It's usually like anything above a 5A in terms of like strength, like B normals and C normals are
that's
generally
like half the screen, bro.
Yo.
She exists half the screen, you're like, damn, I'm already having the block. That's crazy.
Some 5As are air unblockable.
Oh, yep. I was going press and setup again. Oh, we jump barrier, nice. Oh, yeah. Imagine if I could just run behind my projectile to say what's up to you. Oh, yeah. Hit him with the hill. We don't use the blade. We only need the hill.
All right, gotta get
the pressure nice and safe.
Instant overhead blocked.
Oh, wow. What a
Preston pop in time.
Just like, I'm tired of blocking.
Well, I don't blame you. Outside of watching.
That's a difficult challenge. That's a different call out to make because if you are off in the crest timing, you might just get like washed for like another turn into more set play.
I respect that. Even though you're gonna eat mad damage.
Fatal confirm and drop the combo.
Immediate tangle. I'm trying to play the game. Block the cross though.
Alright. Oh. Yep. Oh, trying to get in. Come on.
We're smoothing.
Oh yeah, we are absolutely smooth. Wow, what a DD.
Oh, back swing. Wait, you're dead.
Yes, do that.
Yeah, you're dead.
Don't let it
burst.
burst.
4D loops.
Bye bye.
Oh, doesn't even need them. Yeah, you're dead.
Damn, this character just builds so much meter.
Look, the meter was still going up while I was happening. Oh, right. You hear the crunch? You hear the crunch in the neck?
Yeah, he does that. He's a scumbag. He's 100% a scumbag.
I mean, honestly, what she's been doing, she kind of deserves it.
Like,
Jesus Christ, I thought that 2B was going to hit.
All right, knock down the corner, neutral tech, go back roll.
Wow,
we got those. We got those.
I see.
Overhead, the stomps.
It's funny because he has an animation that looks similar to that that's a low. So you kind of get messed up and you're like, oh, I'm going to block high. Oh, wait, he kicked my legs. What's going on here? Woo! That was the cleanest empty jump ball I've ever seen.
I've seen the burst out of Kira.
All right, right now, this is definitely looking like a DFG game right here.
Unless
not the commentator's curse immediately.
That's how you know you're good, bro.
I tell people the quicker it happens, the more of a real
Sets the
commentator
GD,
you
press to
are.
catch the no tech. God!
Immediately.
Oh no!
Instant
I'm
overhead.
so sorry.
Bro, it's happening.
Yikes.
Oh,
That
He's
was
getting
messed up.
cooked.
Oh,
Send
Overdrive
help.
is available
He got
for,
that dog.
is
Hold
available
on.
for DGF, so
Wait,
you know.
he might be safe.
Oh,
No,
no.
he's not
Unless
safe.
he tried
my
to
God,
5C
Bro,
for some
you're
reason.
one
I
step away
think
from
that
that.
was a
Oh, he's
misinput.
dead.
I want to say that was a
He's dead.
misinput
He can't
Masenga.
burst.
No, you can burst, but it's not advised that you burst. Bro, he ran that back.
So I'm gonna assume that was Masenga because Masenga is a half circle forward C input. So
Nah,
he's probably
nah,
that.
I'm nice though.
I'm not sure.
Oh my God!
Oh no!
Round start 6B. We're out here. All right.
Ooh!
Press this pops, nice confirm.
Damn, this hurting.
Yo, this is like crazy. It right into another setup.
Wait. Good staggers. You do not get to move. You
Oh,
stay.
where
That
you
corner
going?
is your home.
Where you going? Oh, counter what? Counter who? Not me.
Hey, we blocked those already.
Don't worry, I'll get another one in. I'm still a plus.
We got
hold on.
confirms. Cross up. Nope.
Back dash.
We're chilling. We're good to rest the projectiles.
Okay.
We have the life lead.
Yep.
Be careful.
Stop the jump. Hey, that was so good. And game no Frank. Ooh, I got the overhead here.
We're chilling. Kira does almost have burst.
Good
That
mash on the
was a good
command
mash
grab.
on the command throw attempt.
Uh,
I'm pretty sure next hit Kira might decide to overdrive. Nope, doesn't get the confirm.
All right, hold on.
There's a GD and then just popping crests and just backing up. This is
I mean, he has
neutral.
burst now, so
You're in a fantastic position here with a big life lead.
Not
Like,
that lane. Hold
yeah,
on.
realistically
you
chilling.
baited
But again, same situation. You don't need to bait the burst here. Yes, you could take the game if you bait the burst, but it's Terumi. He's crippled. And it's also DGF. DGF is not a burster. That man does not like to burst. He will hold on to it as long as possible until he gets the overdrive. That is just like, that is him as a player and how he pilots Terumi.
Cringe, bro. Uh-oh.
And now you gave DGF an 8-second overdrive timer.
Uh-oh. Oh, we're just overdriving.
Press pop.
God.
No! No punish though. We're good. We're safe. We're safe.
We don't punish these things. Oh my goodness, there's so many projectiles.
And yeah, you just zone him out.
And Kira cleaning it up and takes the set.
Yep.
That was looking kind of terrifying, honestly, because
That was so scary.
We're going to do 2 more sets that are coming up here, and then I'll close up the stream. I'm going to do this first set, and I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, and then I will be back for grants. And this one is going to be Kira versus Rio.
But now he's a loser. He's mad where he's like,
Yo,
damn.
look, he's so hype. I actually love him. Holy snap.
I think it might be because he might not have been able to play BB in a while. And he did come to America for one EVO. I forget which EVO it was, but he did have a fun time playing all the American players.
So you mean he's like getting a full dopamine rush from the tournament?
I mean, offline tournaments they're dope. They're hype.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, it's so good.
You play offline, you can react to stuff. You can do combos. You're like, man, there's no net play here. Baited the DP.
All right.
Oh, doesn't get the kill off of it, but we still keep pressure. Rio has no. Oh, there's the dead angle.
Now I'm coming right back in. Don't worry about me.
Anytime there's a dead, when you get dead angled in any anime game, people are just like, word, I'm in that ass. How dare you try to play the game?
It's actually true.
Bro, you see Strive, people do YRC, it's like, word, how dare you?
Yo, I think YRC guard kicks are the same way in DBFZ. He's like, oh, word?
Bet.
I'm a smoky for it. It's all good.
The 2A mash.
All right, let's see if Rio can get Kira into the corner.
See, Rekka,
Shorty
yeah.
is carrying you. to
Yeah,
the corner.
she's really adept at making sure that any confirm she gets puts you in the corner practically. There's the overdrive.
No, I don't care about the overdrive. I'm still going in for the mix.
Yup. All right, so Kira gets the turn. Oh, dead angle, back to the corner. Tech jump B. Kinda
Lupa
scary.
tree. Oh my goodness.
Oh, we're swinging out here.
We absolutely are. I need you to stay in that corner for me, brother, man. Watch your don't piece, though.
Immediate burst. Rio's like, I'm not losing this.
Wow.
I'm not losing round.
Caught by that.
I need to win. I need to get back to Monarch. He's so strong, so powerful.
The 2A mash follow up.
Alright, gets the 2A in the mash
Goodness.
there.
It does.
Let's see if he has
Stay
anything
like that.
tricky. All right, Tech. Oh, stop. Damn, he just got hit on wake up. He just wasn't locked. All right, it'd be like that. Wait.
Whoa, that was a really weird staff jump. Good challenge there after the
All
OG.
right,
there
overdrive
for
5A
Kira.
confirmed. Let's go. Make it count.
Punish.
Stop. Not the gorilla and the coop combo.
Damage.
Boom. Boom. All right, time to go in.
Wow.
Caught the no tech, but
he
didn't
went for a
confirm
miss,
it
he didn't believe
properly.
the hit.
I
Dead
think
angle.
he
All
accidentally
right, let's
held the B button, so he got
careful with the
the
staff.
charge
Oh,
version.
man. Oh my goodness. What
Because otherwise that like into RC would have landed in
Staff
game.
out there again. Yes. And anytime you see Rio want to retreat to the air like that with staff behind his back, he will press jump D, and if you're at that 45-degree angle, you are most definitely getting sniped by that staff.
Snipe again. It's coming back. Snap in hand. Nice placement.
God, that confirmed on crouching. Oh my god.
Not being trapped within the frames. Please let me out. I'll let you
Staff.
out. Right into the setup. Come here.
Just timed
Dropped
it.
It's
Wow.
okay. It's okay. Took almost half his life. Still has Kira in the corner. We got those. Oh. That's
But
why.
yeah, there's a couple of things where like
That's a mid,
you
bro.
can tell
Why
Rio
you
isn't quite as clean on the light sheet in some ways, but fundamentally he's still a very
That's a
strong
different
Blizzard
mid,
player,
bro.
so he manages to make it work. And light sheet, of course, is also
Oh my
absurd.
god. Talk about letting it happen.
That. Perfect. Very good from Rio. Very nice. He's like, I don't have to just play Relius to be good at this game. I can play a lot of characters.
So listen, look at him. He's still thinking Monarch son. I need to fight
I like
Monarch
it.
son.
Oh my god.
Watashi wa Rio san. And I came to fight Monarch.
Double overhead. All right.
Oh,
So
Ah, that was the staff
Yeah,
set.
he's getting back in the
It
loop.
looked like 3C for a
yeah, so
moment
he
there.
just made his pressure safe so he doesn't deal with the overdrive. He somehow
Oh,
put.
stop. That was amazing.
Yeah, he almost got the confirm of the staff hit on the other side. Oh,
Two
tried
dash
to,
pop.
yeah, he tried to do air dash dive. Didn't get it because the crescent was still out.
Oh my goodness, you were swinging for an anti-hand.
Nice.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, using the projectiles in order to test that contrast.
1400 damage.
That was almost a great confirm right there. Gonna drop it though.
Oh, dead angle. I want my turn. Gets away from the crescent set. Just doing small damage with the staff sets.
Staff looking like bitch was looking.
Oh,
Oh my god.
got
DP
forced,
hits.
but yeah, these awkward
man.
Bro,
trades.
he's baiting dead angle and DP for the longest time. Round's not over, but it is close.
Down there.
Wow.
DP through the DP.
ran
You know the
through and
vibes.
just
Sometimes Kira
murdered
just be
him.
doing shit, and I love that.
Listen, the sword.
He
the
just
sword
believes
beats
in
the
it.
I don't know. Have you seen that staff? The staff has a mind of its own.
You're right.
It just be out here hitting you from full screen and be like, yeah, it's a 2-on-1 actually.
Yeah, it definitely is the Sung Wukong stuff. I'm gonna be real with you.
All right, time to block this overhead. Nope. You're gonna get hit. Drop combo. And immediate attack buttons. Rio's just like, nah, you're staying in this corner, man.
I need you to stay in this corner. I need you to hold it.
Overhead. Yep, good punish with the overdrive cancel. Bop.
Okay. Oh,
The drop combo still did 3.5k.
nice. And that super jump barrier out. That's really good.
All right, throwing more projectiles, making sure Rio can't throw staff for free, but getting hit. Ay, PP. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
We're pressing buttons to get hit by staff.
Oh my.
It, God.
Shimmy, shimmy. Oh, even.
I'm sorry. Wow. Okay. Accidentally skipped back by a lot. I
So
think
right
it
there,
was
gonna
around
drop it though.
Oh, dead angle. I want my turn. Gets away from the crescent by staff.
Oh my. Shimmy, shimmy.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh no.
Throw staff for free, but getting hit. Ay, PP.
Oh, he tried to mash, but the staff activated.
Oh no.
Damn.
We're pressing buttons to get hit by staff.
Oh,
And the
my.
6-8.
Shimmy, shimmy.
Pain and suffering is all we get
Oh, I
over
got hit.
here.
Bro, it was counter hit. He was pressing buttons.
Because I was pressing buttons too. I got tight.
You're not trying to block, bro. You're
Yeah,
trying to press the buttons.
Oh, okay.
Ugh. The micro dash home overhead. Oh, drops the combo, still keeps pressure overhead once again.
My goodness.
Rio not too adept at his combos right now.
Yeah.
Like, bro, he blocked the instant overhead immediately. He was like, none of that.
There.
That I call those read blocks. It's like I know you wanna mix me like that. Sorry.
I mean,
right
frankly,
now,
this is just
not
good light
looking
sheet pressure
good.
right now.
You're on the active
Not much
flow.
to say on it. 6-8.
Overhead,
Ah,
immediate
first.
burst. Might have been trying to overdrive to the overhead, but no
It was
dice.
probably an OD attempt.
Gets it raw
RC. Yeah, you
2D
gotta take
hit,
him to the corner.
Carrying Rio all
Set
the
up a
way
crest.
to the corner.
And
Bump.
oh,
She stepped on the James into the reset.
I guess that wasn't.
bait
Oh,
on the DP.
no.
Don't bait the burst. Okay, good. Remember, baiting burst is cringe.
It is kind
please
of
stop
crazy.
saying that.
I
For 5
But Rio
seconds.
has mad meter, so you got to be
Yeah.
careful.
Kind of just
Kira.
chilling out here now.
Oh my god! Almost. Almost got the confirm. All right, throwing out
Oh
snap.
my goodness. Stop.
Gets tagged on the way back. Around. Might not.
All right, this is just going to be
but still
Crest
looking
Oki
good
setup
for
unless
Kira.
it drops.
Oh!
I remember that. I remember that. Oof. It was a good idea, but it was too far, and reacted and
duck.
crouched it still.
So as long as you see that All right, Rio looking pretty good. He's up 2-0, getting ready to hopefully play Monarch in Grand Finals. But Kira's like, nah, bro, I came all this way here. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Overhead.
Oh, yeah,
Just raw 6A.
Oh yeah, 1,000 stats.
All right, DP Ender. Oh,
nice.
not ready to take the throw. Oh, it's time to use the throws, huh? It's time to bust up the cheap stuff.
They're
Throws.
cheating. Yo, throws in anime games are actually cheating. I don't know why.
Because most of the time you can't react.
Yo.
Hey, gets hit with the low jump.
Oh, ow! It's an air throw. Holy crap.
He saw that. He heard the tech noise. He was like, you're going to press the button. Throw. All right, set point for Rio.
All right, right now, Rio looking incredibly strong. But
Jesus.
Right now.
Microdash
confirmed.
Instant overhead. Small confirm. Blocking it out. Ooh,
God, that was a
jump.
really good fuzzy jump from Rio.
He's been so on point with like super
I think that only worked because he IV'd
That is a very
the normal
important skill
right
in this
before the
game at
free
high
save.
level, so that way you don't have to hold all that pressure.
Yep.
With the command overhead there.
Bucks across the straight into DP, wow.
Oh, it's dead angle.
Whoa. Oh, damn, that still hit the other way. Bro, she's just swinging that sword. Who gave her that sword?
She actually crossed up so deep.
She's swinging that thing like
Nice
it's a toothpick.
GPs. There's a lot of interactions that are like going well for Kira, but somehow, some way, at the end of the day, it still does not quite work out for him, really.
Now you're in the corner.
He had a great sequence earlier, but now suddenly
it's counter hit. You're trying to press anything that
things are not looking up.
I mean, he definitely did that barrier block and right into 2A. Oh, hold on.
Oh,
Damn, like the 6C just not quite landing there.
Oh, blocks across the instant overhead. Rayleigh's burying out Kira.
Nice.
Got
True
counter hit,
string.
trying to press a button most likely.
All right, hold on, Kira, we got him around. This might be it. This might be starting to come back right here, right now. Throw the sword out of the game.
Caught trying to 2 and 4B. That is not, he was trying to throw the staff. It's not evil whatsoever, but it's fast. The hitbox is massive, so it's a great answer. Kira fell down well.
He waited so long, he was like, you know what, you're going to press the button into the staff, and he did. Hey, DP, no meter involved. I believe in myself.
Nice
Get the cross up jump C. Let's go.
Press it set up.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've seen him do the reversal staff set.
Yeah, actually, I've not seen that yet from Red. Oh, no.
I don't know what was going on with this burst. This is not a
Do
burst.
the reversal staff
There's really
set.
no other way to put it. I can see the idea, actually. Okay. He was expecting to get... No, he did it too late. No. Because in this routing, generally, I think it's like falling. They fall, and then like she goes for 60.
Oh, no.
Great burst
First just didn't really work out here. Maybe he wanted to avoid the OD as well, but that's it.
A great burst. Well, great man of history. It used to be. I've just
Congratulate each other, etc., etc. All right. I'm going to go to the bathroom again real quick, and then we will finish up the stream with one last set. Grand Finals. This one's a doozy, by the way. There's a reason why it's so big. I'm back. Let's get this done. Grand Finals, Monarch versus Rio, Relius versus Monarch. This one is a long set, so be ready.
Game one, go.
Wait, he wants to run this back with a Relius.
Yes, because this is the character he was known for back in the day.
Okay, hold on a second. We're going to talk about this interaction. Already, we're doing some variants here. This is actually insane. Okay. So, the last time they played in Winners Finals, this sequence happened, where Relius goes for the logger wheel, right? He went for 214C last time, and Monarch immediately mashed on it. As a result, at the start of this set, he goes for 2D afterwards because it's fully guard point, and Monarch attempts to mash the 5A here instead. That's insane. I have to go back and like show this interaction. I need to find where it happens, because that is like absurd.
Playing sometime in 2019.
Oh my god! I need to find the exact confirm. Oh my god, that was actually hilarious. There's no way.
That should be the end of the round.
Oh, where is it? Now I need to find it. Instead Relius, blah blah blah. No, because he won't let you. Okay, it was in this. It was in this one then.
Wait. Hover there. Buzz wheel comes out when you put in a special input for whenever. I now mark 100 meters.
I think it's in the second round.
As far as I know, he did stop playing sometime in 2019.
I remember Amos was disabled for it.
Nasty.
Monarch.
TD, blah, blah, blah. Just
Yes,
saying
because
that.
I don't need that for this confirm. I'm mad nice.
That was a perfect.
A huge hindrance, but
Oh, I like.
Okay. Wasn't this one.
round 3.
Oh, nice. Good jumping dodge.
Okay.
Oh, I like that. He's using the wipe to stay floating.
Back parser.
Yada, yada, yada. I guess a
It
hit.
happened to you.
Blah.
Oh.
Am I skipping it? I think I'm dead
It
ass
was
skipping
time.
it.
It was time to play the game.
Oh my goodness, you saw the triple back dash? Stop. Don't touch me.
Oh wait, that's it. That should be the end of the round. Provided they get the confirm.
Okay, it's here. Okay, it's here. So, watch this, right? Winners finals, we get this confirmed from Rio. He goes into the wheel, he goes for 2-1-4C, and then Monarch mashes on it, and then disables it. He gets clipped by the follow-up afterwards. Now, look at grand finals, same day, by the way, the very first interaction that they have.
Game 1.
Rio gets the hit, right?
Yes,
Goes into the same exact combo, then does 2D to fully guard point the mash attempt from Monarch to counter hit him. These are the little things. These are the little things that matter. I can't emphasize enough how insane that is. To do that one tiny thing as the first the first hit you get in the game. That's what you do. From the difference between those two sets is just nuts. Anyway,
back in the day, immediate burst from Monarch's like
gets the
"Bro,
burst
I'm
here as
not
well.
playing you against
Just
your
off of that
followers
interaction
like
alone.
that. I'm good.
Do you understand how insane that is to do? You understand? Like really think about that. Really think about that. Like that is the small little change to catch a habit from a player there and get their burst as a result. It's those tiny little things that matter, all right?
He's got that power up.
This is why we analyze sets. All right.
Oh yeah.
All right, double overhead on the delay air dash.
Now it's time for high
Overhead.
lows.
Oh my gosh.
But we
Get
gotta
tossed.
protect the throw.
6A.
Yeah, that kick throw was amazing.
All right, we have to be careful though. Ignis is low on HP. Ooh, the
What
jump
the?
so
I have
rapid
never
to get
seen
the
that RC. What the
delay
hell?
overhead. Purple
Nice.
throw. All right, 6D confirmed. Gonna side swap. No, doesn't get it. Oh my God. Rio's just like, nah, that didn't happen.
No. Reset burst, as we like to call it.
All right, overhead blocked again.
Oh,
no
stop.
cross up. Doesn't block the delay jump in.
Wheel.
This round should be. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Don't let it happen.
Ignis is disabled, but it's kind of a who cares
yeah.
moment here. Rally still has nice
and
ass buttons to
fair.
work with
He
here.
didn't have a burst. I guess Rio thought he had a burst. Because
Yeah, I
normally
don't-
when you do twirl like
I
that,
think-
that's to, you can do
I'm
it
not sure.
during all your normals.
But
and
yeah,
it's
he was probably looking
usually
for
used to
burst
be
and then
burst.
forgot
Yeah.
that it was already
But I
on.
mean, he did have 9, so he probably thought he was gonna get
Falling,
the burst in the middle
JB.
of the
Right.
But yeah, now he's doing this.
9, so he probably
Look at
thought
this.
he was gonna get the burst.
Exactly.
Now he goes for the wheel.
Right.
Now he's covering a different option by going for the 4D here. Trying to catch Monarch either jumping back or whatever in order to jail him. Showing the different options here. And then dashes up and takes the space instead. Air dashes in, throws out the JD, it whiffs, but whatever,
He
we're
is
in there.
actually moving right now. See, me and my wife saw you from across the room. We really like your energy.
Real, she's a robot.
Yeah. You ain't seen Jenny?
Oh, yeah.
Even robots need a little bit of love.
High
Overhead
low.
block. Wait, man, he's blocked
Fuzzy
all those
guard.
overhead.
Oh,
Block overhead
goodness.
again.
Stop. Oh,
TRM this time.
Bro,
That
he
was,
had to get a-
yeah, so you're going to see this a bit more. We didn't really see this in the first set,
Oh,
but you're going to see this.
Overhead again.
Where he does this absurd setup where he does 5A, 6D, a 5A whiff, and then uses 6D to cover himself. So even if Monarch mashes, he gets hit. If Monarch inputs throw OS, he can get TRM'd from this.
oh.
Bro, he had to
That.
get throw reject miss. And
You're gonna
Ignis
see
was
that
low
come
on
up like a
HP,
couple
so he
more
couldn't
times
get a
in the
combo.
corner.
Wow.
Monarch is ridiculous. All right, goes low. Good staggers. Rio not cracking under the pressure either.
Oh,
Blocks
nice
overhead again.
bumping overhead.
Oh, the Ignis is full
go
HP.
for the
She's
throw.
ready to
Fuzzy
go.
jumps out this
Oh my
time.
God, no confirm. Dead angle. I'm playing the game.
Oh, yep. Nice combo could be.
So as a small
God, no
tidbit here,
confirm. Dead angle.
I think it is off this interaction in particular. If Relius tries to throw out like YOLO 214Bs, you can 2A that on reaction and it'll hit Ignis. But I think this is just precisely because it was after the counter assault. He can IBB in order to push himself up a bit more, but he did go for IAD afterwards. So you know,
Oh,
Just has
yep. Nice combo could be.
now you're sandwiched though. So have
I
fun.
might be able to kill. No.
Nope.
Oh,
Just gonna take the knockdown. It's fine.
Okay. Oh.
Same side, no cross up, double overhead again.
God, but the delay air dash there.
Oh, nice. Yet again.
Nice side swap with, with that small micro dash.
Oh, yeah. I'm putting you in the corner. Get the blades.
You whiffs.
Oh, we tried to.
Yikes!
All right,
Fortunate
knockdown,
with there.
Rio. One more touch away from winning this round. Hey,
Yeah, and then just the
take
dash up
trade.
5B.
You
Who
know
cares
what?
if it trades?
That was a
I'm gonna
good
kill you
trade.
either way.
Yep.
Great
Game
trade deal in the history of trade deals.
Game 1 to Rio Relius. I know a lot of people are presentation after a certain point in time. And now they're like, it's like it's in 2016, 2017 again.
Nice.
Alright, double air,
2D, no
double
confirm
jump there.
after.
It's not really gonna do much for
Look at
Relius
the Joker
here.
going in. It's an overhead. Nice. Gonna be at a full combo.
Immediate
Forcing the
burst.
first
I
down.
don't want to block any of that. Gets hit by 5B. Monarch's like, I'm not bursting. This is a no block zone.
Hey, listen, we'll drop both wall bursts within the first 10 seconds. I'm down.
Ooh,
Alright, blocks
that
the
was
overhead,
cool.
Doesn't get hit by the unblockable. Very nice.
So let's talk about this sequence real quick.
Monarch's like, I'm not bursting.
Yeah, the song is amazing.
Immediate burst. I don't want to block any of that. Gets hit by 5B.
So we get the burst
Monarch's like, I'm
here,
not
he
bursting.
rolls,
This is no
takes up the
block
space, but
zone.
Hey,
stays
listen,
with. So this sequence is actually kind of
we'll
nuts.
drop both wall bursts within the first 10 seconds.
So he goes for this. This setup is typically Relius will do this after a knockdown, actually, to use a special in order to set up a hard to blockable at worst sequence, shall we say. But instead, what he's using here is that he's looking for a fuzzy jump from Monarch. He's trying to bait that out, but he still has the doll to actually cover his landing off of the whiffed air throw here. And this has enough block stun that he still gets to start his turn afterwards.
Ooh, all right, blocks the overhead, doesn't get hit by the unblockable. Very nice.
I've never actually seen a
Another
Relius
guess, goes
like,
low,
opt to use that
overhead
special in that
block.
way. Tries to go for the same exact
Rio
sequence
is
there
so good
with
at
the
trying to
throw S,
force,
but
door reject miss.
Monarch
Monarch's like, I'm not
recognizes
none of
it.
that.
Oh my goodness, what a tech chase with a 2A.
All right, Rio trying to figure
yeah,
out.
sorry, let's take a look at this real quick.
Oh my goodness.
As I was pointing out earlier, if they try to go for that, like, you know, you can clip them actually pretty easily. Monarch accidentally
Rio trying to
clipped it
figure
with
out.
the
Oh,
fall
gets
like
hit by the
JC.
4D, but no combo.
Crosses up with it this time.
Goes low.
Sees.
Then they go
Good
punish.
bait.
Yes, indeed.
Let's go, Monarch.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna need to take. Oh, we not tech.
A tech would have been advised there because now you're in the corner.
Yeah. Oh.
5A saggers.
Stab.
Yeah,
stab,
not
stab.
even opting for that, just trying to look for the fuzzy jump there with the 5A
This
after
guy
act
was
parts.
going
So
in right
2-2D
now.
to disengage. Gets hit with
Block
a
the
4D
overhead
because
after
you ain't
taking the stagger.
blocking,
Unlucky.
kiddo.
This round might be over.
50 meter available. Yeah, that's who is going to kill. In fact, I remember lying and saying it wouldn't on the call watching this, but
Very nice.
See, we don't need guns to zone. We just use our swords.
The
I
swords?
respect it.
Bro, she has swords on all parts of her body.
Yeah.
Her 5A is just her hitting you with swords.
what was that round? Sorry, that's our 3C.
Bro, she has swords on all parts of her body.
Damn, that is bold.
Her 5A is just her hitting you with swords.
I call it the shing.
Oh, damn it. He
Yep.
just got that first. What?
Yep.
Ah, those conversions off of
I would
JC.
not like to be in this situation if you could. Oh no, I am back in this situation again. How unfortunate.
Yup.
I set up the blades.
No burst, no meter.
Oh, the
Guard
guard
crush.
crush.
Throw this
Yes, that
time.
throw is actually
A
guaranteed
chaser.
from the crush trigger setup. So you, even though it doesn't have an indicator saying you can't tech it, you cannot tech the throw. That's one of the hidden gems of this game.
Yep.
Oh my god. All right, gets hit by 3C low.
Oh my goodness, well, this might be a perfect right here.
If Monarch gets the 50 meter, they might be able to end the
Chaser
round. Nope.
Oki.
Get the mix up though.
Goes
Overhead
for
block.
4D.
He's definitely going for overhead. Oh,
Yeah, gravity
Overhead
well,
again, overhead
really
again.
good way
Yes,
of
sir.
kind of
Yeah,
sealing
that's
away
two overheads
Rio's
in a row.
options. So
he's
talk about
definitely
it
going
real
for
quick.
overhead.
They might be able
typically, we haven't really seen Monarch use gravity well in the corner quite like
to
this.
end the round.
But
Oh,
he
get the
uses
mix-up,
it
though.
to
Overhead
cancel out
block.
of the drive and then backs up. The reason being is that it slows down the horizontal momentum. So here, you can get a combo and on counter it off of that. Straight into 260 is weird. Are you talking about?
have an indicator saying you can't tech it. You
I
cannot
think,
tech
are
the
you
throw.
talking
That's
about
one of the
this hit?
hidden gems of this game.
I don't know. I don't know what
Alright,
you
gets hit by 3C
referring
low.
to, but
Oh my goodness, well, this might be a
so I'm gonna
perfect
carry
right
on
here.
with the gravity well.
If
instead.
Monarch gets the 50 meter, they might be able to end the round.
So he
Nope.
sets the
Oh,
gravity
get the
well
mix up, though.
here
Overhead
in order
block.
to seal away Rio's escape options. So he gets to just back up and sit and kind of watch the round start 3C. Oh, I don't know. The round start 3C wasn't. He probably wasn't ready for it to be a counter hit. I think he just kind of wanted to do it and then go into Rekka series and then back off with 2-2D just in case. He probably didn't realize it was counter hit. That's likely why. And again, on the higher reward option, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I couldn't tell you it was decision making there. But yeah. I would love to. Okay, so this is one thing that I'd love to do for streams, a bit more for analysis streams. Is that I'd love to have players kind of come in a bit more on calls to kind of go through and rotate them in and out to kind of explain what their actions and decision making were. But yeah, maybe something from winners finals. It looked like he was either watching for a 5B or 2B round start, or wanted to snipe out maybe the wheel around start. I really couldn't tell you. But yeah.
Definitely going for overhead.
So he backs up here. But again, this sets up a favorable situation. It's just kind of like, oh, okay, he air dashed, whatever.
Is he overhead again? Overhead again?
Yes, sir.
I have some
Damn,
huge
that's
life
two
lead. I
overheads in
can
a row.
just use my
That's
drives to
huge.
kind of just look out for something.
What if I threw my overhead at you?
One character in a fighting game has that where they're full screen, they can just do an overhead that hits you. They're just like, I forget who it is.
Which game? Which game?
It's not Dragon Ball. I think it's like, I think it might be Under Night. Yeah, it's probably Under Night. Yeah, it's Under Night. Gordo. His charge by Z, he just smacks his sight down. You're like, bro, what?
That's why he was also broken in BB tag.
For a while, yes. For a while, he was.
He was. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ooh, into reverse beat. Yeah, this can't go wrong.
Snaps it away. So one thing about Relius pressure in general. What I should start by saying is that this is difficult to like kind of do. Depending on the Relius player's habits, when the Ignis gauge is low, they'll often cancel a block string into their 5D or 2D. This is the unsummon for Ignis, right? You'll see it right here. The big thing is that you can challenge that sequence, and knowing how to challenge that is important. And reducing the Relius's like options for summoning and unsummoning in sequence is just difficult to do because Relius is often layering a ton of different frame traps at multiple places to make you scared and not willing to press in that situation. But it does allow him to unsummon and recover the gauge after another block string, depending on how he balances it with his resources.
Yeah, this can't go wrong.
So he kind of does this sequence here, right? And already the Ignis gauge is about to go back up. He bursts here, no, just like, alright, I'm just gonna burst. I mean, Relius in the corner.
Yeah, I just want to keep him in the corner.
Air dash here, say, block. Nice throw. Wow.
So you do fighting games for two.
Did it just late enough that it was
only one. Right now, Monarch is playing.
Oh wow, what a jump in.
JB.
He's playing a bullet hell game while Rio's trying to play a just set play. Oh, air dash up, man, knocked out. Let's go.
Oh yeah, call my wife. Let her talk to you.
Oh yeah, going for the glide.
Stop. Bro, he's trying to bait throw so hard.
Oh, nice block on that.
All right, Ignis is low on HP, has to recover in the back. Cross up, overhead.
There.
Should be able to get the knockdown right here.
Yes.
Setup.
All right, Monarch has a lot of meter, also has a...
I wouldn't really say that he's baiting throw with the sequence from earlier, if only because you would be looking for a throw OS, which Rio has definitely been looking for. So that just results in the barriering. It's likely that he just wants to kind of pressure and maybe bait out a mash option instead, or cross up.
Just goes low on that tackle. That tackle can be a mid or a low, so you have to be careful. And if you stand up too early,
here,
low,
this is just standard going Lambda confirm. Nothing really much to speak
tries
of
to bait
here.
a dead angle.
Ooh, nice. Throws out Ignis like,
yeah, good challenge from Rio.
Oh my god. Oh, Ignis
Yeah.
can still eat some hits. Oh my.
So here's the thing. It's less that Ignis can eat some hits. It's more that Ignis, while she is active, guard points all projectile moves. So you can send Ignis out to kind of eat a lot of projectiles. A common thing for Relius players to do, actually, especially at a low level, is to use Wheel in order to beat out projectile zoning in the game, because Ignis will guard point the projectiles, and counter hit Wheel is a fantastic starter. But it doesn't really matter which special or normal it is. Ignis will always guard point projectiles while she is active.
Oh my goodness. No!
Anyways, this is death.
Wait, what?
It
doesn't combo into super correctly, but it gives you set play like that.
Oh my goodness.
It's likely that he was looking for Volcano to finish here. That was absurd how he just got out of the situation. But time is running out. You have to do super here immediately. Or, you know, you're Monarch, so you crack, so you go into overdrive and take the round.
So good for Monarch!
That was clutch. Absolutely clutch.
Oh my god.
I don't know how much more I can praise that sequence. I genuinely don't. Not only does he get out of the throw whiff sequence here.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, what? Right, hold on.
It doesn't combo into super correctly, but it gives you set play like that.
He crouches on the 5A, which you think would be a throw attempt. Up backs. Rio catches it, gets the throw tech. Ignis is now disabled. It is party time. Right? Uses the drives. Properly calls out the jump with the 2D here, right? But there is 5 seconds left on the clock. Monarch has to get a hit. Pop overdrive immediately because Rio's burst is also available in order to properly kill in this situation. Gets the air throw.
And he got the air throw.
He uses 2D here. Rio actually can't burst in this situation, but Monarch has to pull off an OD confirm here in order to kill. The burst here from Rio will whiff, right? He uses the 2D because of that. Pops the OD. Routes for the kill off of a micro dash 2D after the 2D confirm.
Oh my God.
And confirms into super for the kill here. Doing that in a tournament after blocking a dual bio setup, which, mind you, is one of the most fucked up burst safe mix-up sequences in the game, is insane. Just purely. It is amazing.
That was so good from Monarch.
That was clutch. Absolutely clutch.
Oh
Like,
my God.
Using the overdrive stop time.
It's just
1
nuts.
second to get a kill.
That's what we call being a game.
6A
There's
anti
a reason this man is the Monarch.
burst.
Oh,
You see
nice
barely
roll out
whiffs.
the
Wheel
button.
barely
Just gonna get
whiffs.
punished. She gonna-
You can see he's using that wheel in order to beat out the drive attempts. If Monarch goes for a 5D, it will counter hit if he's close enough, but he's barely out of range for it. Look at this. He's barely off.
Yeah, nice throw.
5A. You can 5A the wheel on whiff or on block, and it will
Roll out
kill
the button,
Ignis.
but-
Disables her. Once Rio, and when Ignis is disabled, in order to use a special, it costs more meter, but has slightly different properties.
It's just gonna get punished.
Once again, barely out of range. Beats out the Spike Chaser, but it
She gonna go
whiffs.
back home.
Relly is forced to
Say, I don't
block
like it
now.
out here.
2-2D out. Still, despite Ignis body blocking
Yeah,
a
nice
portion
throw
of
out
it,
the
it
button,
still
but
hits
Ignis just gonna get
Relius.
punished. She gonna go back home saying I don't like
He did 6A, 6D.
out here.
Oh my
Golly.
Oh no.
That was terrifying.
Oh yeah.
TRM.
Reject
Reject
mix.
miss. You are matching during my throw, sir. Don't do that.
Also, throw reject mix. Actually,
6C.
I respect it. You guys got
Spike
bars
Chaser
in this game. I
Oki.
like-
Overhead.
A little bit.
Oh my God. This might be the perfect. Oh, we're feeling
Spike
the flow.
Chaser Oki
It's a
again.
perfect
4D.
Oh,
Overhead
I
off
hit
of
you
the
with the overhead behind you, then I
4B.
hit you with the overhead in front,
That's
and Monarch goes up 2-1 in the grand finals.
that's-
Oh my
I can
God,
overhead
Monarch!
you up While still being in front of you.
How many more records can my records break?
A genius.
Look at him.
Perfect.
Oh,
He's just chilling.
Oh, goody.
Calm.
Look at Rio's
He was
thinking.
fine.
He's like,
Rio's thinking.
Overhead.
He's really thinking about switching to Hicchan most likely.
Yeah, I don't think old man Aurelius doing it. Him and his wife just can't get it on like they used to back in the days.
And it also felt like he was trying to read a lot of Monarch's defense because he
Yeah.
kept trying to bait throws, delay buttons, dead angles. But Monarch was just holding on to everything, trying to weather the storm of the Ignis Relius pressure.
You know what?
Oh my God.
I respect
Yeah.
the Rio sticking to his guns. Like,
The
listen,
okay, so there it is again. So
This
this
one
is
with the,
slightly better
Ignis-
spacing. We saw in the last game, right, that the wheels were at full screen and they were just barely whiffing
Relius
Monarch,
pressure.
You know what?
right? Now Monarch goes for the up back here. Remember, the last time Rio did that sequence, he explicitly did an air throw. This time he does a 2B. He's both setting up a hard to blockable situation, right? If Monarch kind of pauses and doesn't do anything, and also can catch a delayed fuzzy jump there with a 2B. Keep in mind that Monarch typically kind of sits and blocks quite a lot. So if you can set up these unblockable or hard to blockable situations, you can catch him out. But Monarch's defense is so cracked that he is able to switch into a more active fuzzy jump here, aside from sitting and blocking, recognizing the special there, right? He's not really, you typically see this off of a knockdown sequence, but Rio is trying to set up these weird different sequences in order to catch him out, but Monarch is still able to escape these situations.
Oh my God.
I respect the Rio sticking to his guns.
Wheel this time just barely clipping him. And keep in mind, Monarch went for 4D instead here, which would actually avoid the wheel and hit Relius anyway.
He's like, listen, I got
But he gets a counter hit. No pickup, but he's still in his face.
Or I die.
You may wonder why Monarch didn't challenge here after this
I
whiff
would like to
throw.
live on this.
That's because Relius can still 6D and keep himself plus.
You got one right now, or I die.
So he blocks it out anyway. Again, snaps.
Ooh,
Keep in mind, he unsummons right there with a really low gauge there. Gets a TRM as a result. This is a full regen. Doesn't matter if it's burst here.
Oh, I'm gonna reset time right now. Look at you. You better burst.
Pops the burst themselves, uses the wheel. Dashing in just a little farther this time again in order to counter hit Monarch. Gets a follow up there from the drill. Sets up the hard to blockable sequence. Monarch delay techs it. Rio did not 3C in order to call it out.
Oh, yes.
Whiff throw again, but jumps up alongside Monarch to get the air throw. 4D hits. Relius is still able to do whatever the hell he wants.
Resets from all these other countries.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
hell yeah. You don't think they got resets in other
Okay.
countries?
They just didn't.
Air dash back. 40 barely hits despite Rio. Wow! What? What? Okay. We're going to talk about this. At a large range, you are just going to block high on drives, and you will wait for Act Parser because it's far enough that you can react and just fuzzy jump and input throw tech. Monarch, knowing this, does it, right? He just does the dash and then jumps up with Rio to air throw him. Do you understand? Do you understand that he looked for the fuzzy jump here and just said, actually, I hate everything you stand for. I will air throw you for trying to fuzzy jump this. I want you to sit down and block, my friend.
I didn't see, but Fox is taking a sip of water.
He's trying to kill
Drops the combo. He's fine. 4D.
America's the only place that has resets because we can't do combos.
Exactly.
I mean, that's true. We can't really do combos. Like,
6A.
We don't believe in
Sets up the
friendship
2-1-4C. High-low. What are you going to do? Fuzzy guards it properly. Gets thrown. However, this is now a regen confirm. Bursts out. Does not want to deal with the
Rio might have a
resulting
read
play
on
afterwards.
defensive habits.
Gets the overhead this time.
Cross up overhead.
All right. You read my defense now, but now you got to read my offense. Enjoy.
Backs up right there. Not have to deal with that J2-1-4B necessarily.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be great. Gonna be able to go inside blade setup again.
Spike Chaser Roki again. Crush trigger this time. Layering different options in. Spike Chaser. This is going to be a nice confirm here. Burst is going to come online for Rio very soon. We will likely see a burst here given his habits.
Oh, into the low.
Tried to bait it out but doesn't use it. Counter assault.
He's dead.
Tried to spin in order to bait it out. Monarch then uses it right afterwards.
I got 2 left feet. I would prefer not to be out here.
She doesn't even have feet. She has just like swords. I don't know what those are.
2 left blades.
Yeah.
All right, there it is again, right?
She doesn't even have feet. She has
So just keep in mind, these are, the different options that they're presenting. These are very, very close interactions here.
I don't know what
Tries to go for the round start 3C again. Trying to, so this round start 3C is beating out the round start wheel from Rio, right? Going straight into the Rekka sequence here, forces the burst out of Rio
Oh my god,
here.
immediate burst.
And there it is again, right? I don't know if he IBB'd there. Hold on a second. Let me show you what I'm talking about.
2 left blades.
So again, typical after a burst from Reli's players that they will go for the 2-1-4B and the 2-2C. You can dash out to get out of it. The last time Monarch actually punished it outright, but it looks like he was not too sure if he was going to do a different option, because keep in mind, sometimes Reli's players will do the 2-1-4B and then they will do a wheel, because it will come from behind and will actually counter hit you for trying to punish something there. So Monarch just kind of dash blocks and just checks for what Rio is doing next.
Oh my
Sees
god.
that it was the 2-2, that it was the 2-2C, and then opts for the Spike Chaser here. I'm not sure why it was Spike Chaser in particular, but this
Immediate
is
burst
just the
for Rio.
option
He's
that he
like, I
chose
don't
there.
want you to
Forces the jumps out, barely clips the 2D and stops Ignis from hitting it.
win this tournament.
He's like, please.
Doesn't get the full confirm,
Oh, the
however,
overhead.
manages to get the overhead in the
God.
resulting
Oh,
situation.
drop.
Another
my God,
weird
you gotta
drop.
That's what he said. You pick those.
Yeah, you gotta show me he's American.
Moving a lot of
Oh,
wheel here.
we go
Nice
up
jump on the
forward.
wheel here.
On our defense.
Again, using the 4D in order to catch
Bro,
Monarch's
that's
jump
every
attempts
fight
here.
I've seen in the
Staying
last
close enough that
8
Monarch
years.
cannot punish Ignis for the blocked wheel.
Yeah, you're right. Though. Yeah, you're right. It's just
Alright,
like-
this will be an unsummoned sequence very soon
Yes.
here.
Double overhead. Have to
There's the
unsummon.
unsummon.
Overhead again.
Stop.
Drops the
Rapid
overhead,
no
but Monarch is
throw.
not challenging
Monarch
it.
is holding down back. It's like, no, I will
Gets the
not
counter
press
assault
button.
this time.
I'll wait. Oh my
Ooh,
god.
couldn't
I
stagger
will not
there.
wait on the other hand. Throws out the
Backs
ball,
up, doesn't
gets
even
the
throw
hit.
out a drive to punish the wheel here. Gets
I'm
out
out.
of the corner.
I'll get you later.
Beautiful
And
movement
2D
here. Nice
will
2D to
confirm.
catch the IAD.
Rio is not close to his burst,
Oh,
so the
no.
next mix-up will kill.
50 meters soon to be
Alright,
available on the next
wheel.
confirm, as well as
Look,
overdrive.
Oh my-
he switched. It's close.
Major look.
Overdrive activate.
Doesn't quite have it there.
Wow.
He had the
Just
And the
got-
2D snipe
just like that,
Wow.
Monarch wins.
to take the set. My friends, I have to remind you that Blaze Blue is a beautiful game. That was tense. My heart is racing, and I already knew the conclusion of this set. That's just how nuts this game really can be. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was nuts. There's really not much else that I can say here. Okay. Golly.
Fiction at
Good hug. Great sports
CEO2022.
fiction.
Congratulations to
You know, Rio's
Monarch
just like,
over-
damn, this guy's just nice.
Come to competition, and you
Look at this dude.
are
Monarch is
the
so
champ,
stone cold.
Reigning king and CEO, brother.
That's kind of what I was pointing out when we were going over Zen's sets earlier, right? Like you can 60 OD 60. Yeah, I figured that you can do some OD there, but I don't know. But that's kind of to speak to that whole essence of being very calm, right? You have to be able to center yourself in these games, whether you win or whether you lose. So, seeing Monarch being very classy here as well is it's very awesome. Just how calm he is.
So that, yo, my man Rio is thinking about, oh, he's going.
He's like, damn, he's mad.
You can tell he's just like, Jesus
he's
Christ.
Actually, in anime shambles. Please go. We need to get this.
What's it called? Honestly, if you looked at Monarch's defense, there were so many times where Rio was trying to bait so many options. It was dead angle, throw, mash, burst, and Monarch was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna block for a while.
Yeah.
I'll react to everything, and then when he least expected it, he would dead angle really late,
That's
or he would
just
mash really late, and Rio was just like, all right, you got it.
Honestly. You got me.
All right.
You caught me ready-handed.
Yes.
Man, okay. To see someone just this strong. Possibly. I forget how much. I don't know if Rio was also playing a ton of BB beforehand, but yeah, he was. I don't think he was ready to see someone play quite like Monarch there. But yeah, it's Blaze Blue baby. It's a very nutty game. All right. I am tired, quite frankly, so I'm gonna send you guys off to a different stream. There's the EU Open Weeklies, and there's